Good afternoon, Chainsaw Man fans. It is Volume 9, Part 2 today for Vante and myself. Welcome to this dual reaction channel. We are doing Chainsaw Man, a live volume reaction, splitting up Part 1, the remaining volumes, into two parts, and not to be confused with Part 2, which will start with Volume 12.
Yes,
Hello.
sir. What's good, guys? How is everybody's Saturday going so far? This day is going by quick.
This year is going by quick. I don't know where...
Yes.
We're 7 months through.
Yep. Literally, Demon Slayer movie drops globally on the 12th next month.
Oh, God.
Like the 12th last month was not that long ago. Like that, we were doing. I'm trying to think, like, what were we even recording at that time? Well, this, right? Yeah, Chainsaw Man manga. We were already.
So.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, so let's welcome everyone to the chat. We got Vante the first, obviously. Our boy Sherm, Vince, Pug, Fuji Goto. I like that user ID name. And then we got Mr. Celix. So welcome.
Yo, Vince, you got to be here. It's not late at night for you this time, you know.
Thank God.
It's just after 8 o'clock, not 3 in the morning.
He'd be like, I'm not going to lose to the darkness, devil. I am the darkness.
I am the darkness. You just got to embrace it. Become one with it.
Born in the darkness.
The stream of all time, to be sure. That's crazy for it to just only be 5 chapters. And you guys are saying this.
All right.
5 chapters. Wow. Yeah, and it's the weekend.
Yeah, we'll cut it up a little bit with you guys today in this pre-reactionary portion of the stream. I do have a commitment later in the day, so I can't be talking all day. But we will do our best to give these 5 chapters their light of day, ironically, given what we were just talking about. But
he was born that night. Hey. Boom. You guys know what time you were born? I was born at 6 in the morning.
Like, I know I've heard my parents tell me, it's just I don't remember.
I think it was 6 in the morning. Peak incoming, I guess. Seems like Saturday is a pretty good day to stream though. Like a lot of you guys are here real early. So for the next ones for this, we might end up continuing this if we do like other manga reads in the future, which we will be doing other manga. We might do some split ups like that too. For like a one day, like Tuesday and then Saturday, but we'll see.
Not for my mom. That's funny.
Man.
All right,
also,
so go ahead.
Your stream Monday, One Piece stream from Twitchy, because there's no Dandadan or One Piece or anything really to jump. It'll be a break week, so cross promotion for Mr. Twitchy 94. Go to his stream at. Did you get the time yet?
To try and get Sherm there for most, if not all of it, I will start about 8 o'clock. It's going to be a late night, but you know what? I'm excited. I'm about 4 months removed from the last time I read One Piece, and
that's crazy.
I know.
For like 4 months. Maybe 2. Maybe 2.
Well, Oda releases like a chapter once every year, so it feels like that.
You think he's Tabata? I'm sorry, Black Clover fans.
A little too soon. No, but yeah, I'm excited for Monday because, as Vante said, Dandadan is on a break week, I think, with most of the magazine. So I'm finally going to be able to catch up with One Piece, and then business as usual. On Tuesday afternoon, we'll be here with part 1 of volume 10 of Chainsaw Man. And I think I will get one of my spoilers in that volume probably next Saturday. It is one of the craziest spoilers that I think I've gotten from this entire series. That does not mean I'm not excited for it, because I know you're blind to this. I know you are blind to this fully, so I will say no more.
My end, the only one, like I said, is the shot of Denji standing on top of the thing. Well, you guys read it, but yeah, that I just don't want to put too much attention to that just in case someone, loosely spoils something.
I'm curious, for anyone that's watching either live or in the VOD, is there anyone that is reading Chainsaw Man with us, or have all of you been like mostly caught up or at least finished part 1? Spoilers are a part of the game. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I still don't know the context of how it happened, so there's that.
I'm scared though. Because everybody's reactions and how people are like talking, I'm just whatever. Like, I'm bracing myself, but it's not. It's like a car crash. It's like, yeah, you can brace yourself, but this collision is kind of crazy. So I don't know.
I've been in one car accident in my life, and I was not driving. It was when my mom was taking myself and my younger brother to school, and there's like around the curve. Yeah, around the curve we were going, there was ice on the curve, so we went up onto the curve. We didn't hit anything, thankfully, but man, it was kind of a jarring experience, to say the least.
To date.
Well, welcome, revolting peasants.
Really, Pug? That's crazy. I mean, Chainsaw Man, with the context, like, it's like, even if you got spoiled, I'm sure, like you said a second ago, the context definitely matters, because this series is very unpredictable. This might be one of the most unpredictable manga. Like, all the stuff that we read kind of just came out of nowhere. Like, the whole International Assassins arc, like, going into it, we probably thought it was gonna go one way, and then it completely went a whole totally different way that nobody saw. So I expect the same here. But once again, brace yourself, but it's not still gonna get hit.
Oh, that's fun. The fastest that I've ever been in a moving vehicle, I think I was a junior, and it was my senpai, the senior at my soccer. We were driving back from a collegiate like game that we got to go to, and I think he hit like 108. I swear to God, I felt like colors were like blurring. I felt like I was in a wind tunnel. The fastest I've ever gone while driving was like 88, but that was only for like a couple of seconds. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, my city, people drive like fucking maniacs. Donuts in the middle of interstate street. Is just
Company's car, no!
Vince, you're in Germany, right?
I think so.
I hear they say that when they go onto the freeway, they're already at like 90 when they enter the freeway. I don't know if that's like an exaggeration or not, but I hear that y'all be driving fast.
I mean, they do got the Autobahn out there, so that's no speed limit. Texas, yeah. Enough said, Sherm.
Texas. All right, man.
But,
you ready to hop into it?
Yeah.
In sync.
Quick little recap. I'm dying over here. You're gonna have to go first. Last 4 chapters, kind of what happened, or just a quick little recap before we get started.
Shit. All I'm thinking about right now is Aki. I mean, because it really was Aki focused from having his day visiting the graveyard or the grave, having that moment with them, wanting them to get out of this mission. Even though Makima pulled them into this mission, Power and Denji. So now Aki has to go into the mission. And it's just, everything about that was just so... I hate looking... I said this before. I hate looking at characters when they're like in complete distraught, or like in Vinland, right? With Gardar, he was looking at like that kind of... Those kind of reactions. I hate that. I hate it so much. It feels so bad. But now they're on the mission. We learned that the Gun Devil is split apart in different places, or parts of his flesh is insane. In different nations. You got China, the United States, Soviets, other countries splitting up just a small percentage, and then you also have devils that also have some of the Gun Devils. So it's gonna be an all-out war. Basically a nuclear warfare, really. I mean, that's a meta commentary. I think so. And now Aki, He's completely vulnerable. He wants to give himself pretty much to Makima now. Well, do anything that he can right now. And she said, yeah, all right, well, give me all of you. What does that mean? Control, death, I don't know, but there's a juxtaposition there or a parallel there with the Angel Devil back in the past where Makima visited them and just pretty much, I guess, used their power. The Angel Devil was, I guess, unconscious during that, and then they killed everybody in the village. So we go back to the present, and Angel Devil's like, no, not again. Looking at Aki about to, sign the contract, sign the deal with the devil. So there's that.
Better recap than I can muster because these last 4 chapters broke my brain, honestly. And if we got 5 chapters today, it's just going to be, like Double BB says, in a fuck fest.
All right. Well, ready to hop into it?
Yeah. Who wants to go first today?
Let's see. Last time, I think what we ended up doing was I went for 2 and then chapters. I went. You
went for 2 chapters.
Yeah. I think I'm going to let you do the last 3 first. So you read the last 3 first, and I'll read the first 2 first.
Okay. All right, let me change the music before I get out of here, because I'm not going to forget today, guys.
Vince, that's hilarious. You're not wrong. Wait a minute. Actually, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I just had a nightmare. Maybe Makima is just angry. Anyway, though, you guys know the drill, man. Like the stream and subscribe to your boy. Shout out to you, Vince, earlier telling people to like the stream. Yeah, let's just hop straight into it, man. Chapter 75, 9-12. What the hell does that mean? Makima, oh dear, Angel, did you remember? Usage, 10 years. Yeah, you don't got no arms. You literally doing Zoro. Not even 3-star. It's 1 sword style just from the mouth. Pause. And then he tries to tries to slice Makima. She says down, and he falls straight down. I'm impressed. You managed to break free of my power. What are you planning? Angel, say you'll give me all of you. I give you all of me. I give you all of me. Good boy. Wow. She is different, man. I ain't gonna lie though. I like this panel right here. You know what I'm saying? Her in that lovely dress. Something that I did notice though, after the stream. So the other day I was just kind of skimming back through the volume, the first half of the volume. She's wearing a black dress, right? You only wear black when there's like a funeral. Well, not only wear black, but that's, something that's a thing. I'm terrified. I'm very terrified. But anyway, sorry, you two. I really had no other choice. Japan is full of spies, more than any other nation in the world. The operation to take out the Gun Devil has already been exposed. And that was another thing. I kind of already said it, but yeah, the Gun Devil, we learned. Oh, he's actually already confined and captured, which was a big plot twist, kind of. Oh, really, it was. It was rather meaningless, even as a bluff. In the end, things have taken the course that will cause the greatest damage. Read that too fast. In the end, things have taken the course that will cause the greatest damage. That's unfortunate. All right, we've seen the United States, seeing the White House, Mr. President looking through the window. It seems the time has come. If we don't kill Makima now, the worst possible peace will descend upon humanity. The worst possible. That's such a weird line. Now, add some real juxtaposition there. The worst possible peace will descend upon humanity. It looks like the other nations have already given up. No, it's probably more accurate to say they've accepted it. Fearing and strengthening Makima is nothing less than the history of humanity. But the land of the free rests on my shoulders. My citizens, everything, even resistance, may be but a step on a predictable course. I cannot simply surrender without so much as a whimper. Forgive my foolish decision. Shit, man. My favorite country. Gun Devil. I'll give you 1 year of the lifespans of the American people. In exchange, I want you to kill Makima. That is the control devil. Y'all don't understand, man. So both me and Twitchy, we kind of came to the conclusion this is the authority devil. But it's funny because since season 1, I remember saying she's like, she has control. She's like the control devil. But I'm like, no, it got to be something like God devil, authoritative devil, dictator devil, something with like control, right? Or manipulation. And I guess I was right on the money. She is the control devil, which is terrifying because that means she could just literally control anybody. Anybody and any. That's wow. I said control so many times. Yo, I've been saying it since season 1, I believe, or at least a few times when we saw her do the whole bop it thing. President should be Bill Clinton. Yeah, Bill Clinton. Control in Japan can also be read as conquest. Okay. Come. Oh my God. So she really, yeah, wow. That is crazy to just see Aki and Angel Devil just behind her like that. Now we're in the damn church. We got a little choir going on here. They're singing. And then, oh, is that the gun devil coming in? I'll see it at the bullets. Oh, shit. September 12th, 1997. Oh, so 9/12. Is that why the chapter's called 9/12? It's supposed to be like a, like a play on 9/11, obviously. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, Tatsu. That's crazy. I said Tatsu, my bad. Fujimoto. I'm thinking about Dandadan. I say Tatsu's name too much. Fujimoto. Sorry. Don't kill me, guys. Don't kill me. The gun devil hits the city of Nikaho in Akita Prefecture, Japan, from off the coast for 12 seconds. The following is the gun devil's recorded behavior. Immediately upon appearance, ability activation. Ability to fire a bullet through the head of every adult male within approximately 1,000 meters of the gun devil confirmed. Ability to fire a bullet through the head of every child ages 0 to 12 within approximately 1,500 meters of the gun devil confirmed. Depths: Ohashi Fumi, Ohashi Mira, Obayashi Kakuda. I'm not gonna read all these names, but all these people got fucking obliterated. All these children, men, children, like that's crazy. Oh my God. Wow. What I just say before we started reading, or before I started reading, rather, you can never predict shit in this damn manga. I didn't predict none of this. I mean, I thought the gun devil would obviously appear right now, but or around this area. But this, hell no. Killing a church for all these children. No. The president utilizing the lifespan of everybody just to empower him to fight Makima is something the United States will probably end up doing too. You're right, Vince. That do still work. Tatsuki, yeah. The subtext of guns victimizing children even more than adults. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Vince. That's what I was thinking. I was literally thinking that it just reminds me of like when you see the death toll of all the names of people in. Yeah. Yep. Okay, more and more names, and that is the gun devil. God damn, he looked crazy. I never got spoiled on him. I'm actually really glad I did not get spoiled on his design. I'm surprised I didn't, to be fair. But Jesus Christ, all these fucking people, man. His guns, like the flesh, arm, limb guns, and then you got the book. Like this is like an even crazier bomb devil. Like it was, that is wild. Boy, got ARs out the fucking ass. Well, yeah, you got AR. Like, boy, you got M16s. Is that M16? He got a lot of fucking assault rifles. I can tell you that. Wow. And then I didn't even realize the people there. I just turned to the last page. Wow. All the souls in there. That is ridiculous. Talk about like horrific, biblically accurate stuff, like in what they say, like when it comes to biblically accurate angels, how they look so just crazy. The same thing here, but with devils. Fujimoto, I like where he takes inspiration from for his manga. You know, you don't really see it a lot because I mean, when it comes to Japanese or just any Eastern story, it's usually mostly based off of like Buddhism, and not like Christianity or even like Catholicism or anything like that. So, or not usually, but that's cool. Victims of the gun. Oh yeah, yeah. It might just be victims in general, huh? This could have been the cliffhanger. True. But I like starting off like this. To be honest, you can smell the CGI. Honestly, yeah. He's saying 2030. Yeah, literally. In 20. That's crazy. Season 3 or 2, 3. No, season 3. Yeah, that really would be in 2030. That's actually insane. All right, let me get Twitchy in here now. Oh boy. Your turn. Let's see what emoji I'm going to use. I'll just put like the little shocked face. The little eyes all wide open. You got your music? Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, gotta reload. That did not fix it. All right, one second.
Reload. All right. Reload. That means I can do this. Yeah.
Okay, we're already starting off with the oh my god face. What just happened? All right, let's get into it.
Enjoy.
I'm sure I will not enjoy this. This will be pain. That's a weird chapter title. Like the stream if you're enjoying it for us today, guys. So chapter 75, 9, 12. Makima. Oh dear. Angel, did you remember? Usage, 10 years. Oh my god, blade in the mouth? Talking about Zoro? Steps forward, goes to cut her head off. Down. Like spoken word? Or like the imagination devil? I don't know. I'm impressed you managed to break free of my power. You. What are you? What are you planning? Angel. Say you'll give me all of you. I give you all of me. Good boy. Sorry, you two. I really had no other choice. Japan is full of spies, more than any other nation in the world. The operation to take out the Gun Devil has already been exposed. It was rather meaningless, even as a bluff. In the end, things have taken the course that will cause the greatest damage. That's unfortunate. No. It seems the time has come. If we don't kill Makima now, the worst possible peace will descend upon humanity. The worst possible peace. That is an interesting way to put that. What I can think of is subservience, sort of similar to the Sharingan or the Rinnegan or the, I don't know, whatever the eye is the moon plotline is from Naruto. It looks like the other nations have already given up. No, it's probably more accurate to say they've accepted it. That's crazy. Fearing and strengthening Makima is nothing less than the history of humanity, but the land of the free rests on my shoulders, my citizens. Everything, even resistance, may be but a step on a predictable course. I cannot simply surrender without so much as a whimper. Forgive my foolish decision. It's like the nuke devil? Gun devil. I'll give you 1 year of the lifespans of the American people. How do you have the ability to make that contract? Just because you're the president doesn't mean you can give up the life force of other people. In exchange, I want you to kill Makima. That is the control devil. So we said authority. We were in the right ballpark. Come. There's a cross. Acquire. There's singing. I went to the double spread. What the hell? September 12th, 1997, 3:18:21 p.m. The Gun Devil hits the city of Nikaho in Akita Prefecture, Japan, from off the coast for 12 seconds. The following is the Gun Devil's recorded behavior. Immediately upon appearance, ability activation. Ability to fire a bullet through the head of every adult male within approximately 1,000 meters of the Gun Devil confirmed. Ability to fire a bullet through the head of every child, ages 0 to 12, within approximately 1,500 meters of the Gun Devil confirmed. Deaths, everyone. What the hell is this thing? I know it's a Gun Devil, but like, what the hell is it? I was not spoiled on this design. Oh my god, and they just keep going.
Hello, Gun Devil. So, the Control Devil. I literally been saying that since season 1. I was like, control. I don't know. What could it be? She literally is the Control Devil. Also, you peeped the chapter title, right?
Yeah, 9/12.
You know why it's titled that?
Yeah, they can't call it 9/11. Like, this is Japan's version, unfortunately.
When he said the president, how does he have the power to do that? Because he can. He said, yeah, I can do that. This is literally what would happen in real life. Like, something like this would actually
without
happen.
a doubt, as scary as that sounds. And you know, imagine someone was living with cancer. Imagine someone didn't know they were going to die in an accident in a year or less than a year. They could have been killed on the spot. People just dropping dead like the Infinity Snap.
Now, this is a series that when it comes to morality, who has morals? Not many. At all. Like, really nobody. Or they have to at least throw out their morals sometimes.
So obviously, guys, I was not here for Vontae's reaction, so I'm just trying to catch up on the chat a little bit. One thing I mentioned and was going to talk about really quickly, though, is
I think I know what you're talking about.
What do you make of the fact?
I think I know. Go ahead, say it.
What do you make of the fact that the Gun Devil's body is made up of mostly human heads?
Headshots, symbolic of the headshots, and then the souls that they have claimed from the gun. Either
surface level, yes.
Yeah.
My more detailed theory or thought is like, we also saw something very similar with the Darkness Devil. Is there something to where the flesh of devils has to be made up of humans?
I mean, I'm trying to think of, you got Quan Chi, Reze. I mean,
so hybrid devils are
I'm not
different,
sure.
right? Because it's a devil inside of a single human being. But I'm talking about the flesh and blood of devils themselves. So think back to the Infinity Devil, for example, made up of like fleshy.
Probably you are what you eat. Yes. Probably something has to feed them, right? And that's what they feed off of: blood, particularly, and just humans or things, creatures. Without humans, devils can't exist. Yeah. So they feed them in a lot of ways, physically, I guess spiritually. Oh, the one thing I want to talk about, we both we both repeated it. When he said, if we don't kill Makima now, the worst possible peace will descend upon humanity. What in the juxtaposition does that mean?
It means no free will. She can control everyone.
The worst possible peace.
Like, she could broadcast herself over all of the airways, and I'm kind of curious why she hasn't. Maybe she doesn't have the power to make that contract across the airwaves. But I was thinking to myself, like, this is Naruto Infinite Rinnegan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Whatever.
Huh. And once again, why do you want to do this, Makima? Do you just want to make hell on earth? Are you trying to have like your own little place where you're getting sick and tired of hell? And you say, I need to make my own paradise. Okay, Canute. All right, Canute. That is insane. This chapter, like, I'm not even like, whatever.
But also think about it. Like, this is just a portion of the Gun Devil's body. I don't think this is all of it. Well, this is whatever percentage America had. 20%, 27%.
Yeah, I definitely think what you said about Denji having to like kill people because now Makima is going to manipulate everybody.
Yeah,
he's absolutely about to go like on a killing spree against all of his comrades and innocent people that are now being controlled. I don't know who he would be able to save. I feel this is going to get to like a global threat pretty soon. Like, so.
Well, also, death in this world is a little odd, right? Because devils have a reincarnation cycle. We saw some things, or at least I saw some things from one of the EDs about Himeno and how she looked to be in a purgatory-like state. So just because someone is killed doesn't mean that they die. And yes, that was a Fate joke for those of you who know. But honestly, there could be a reincarnation cycle for humans as well. Or, God forbid, and this is the point I was really trying to get to when I made that devil body theory, is what if the victims of Denji are fused with his body? And he is not able to get away from the sins of his mother.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if he sees, like, Aki on a rib cage and Power on the other one.
So, it's Bill Clinton. He just sacrificed people. Good old Billy Bill, huh?
Billy Bob.
Oh, God. I want to see what these other nations are going to do now.
Well, it sounds like most of them already said no. I'm good.
Well, yeah, they did say they accepted, but I feel like.
Do you think? They got to do something on the sly?
You got to do something. Like, even if you feel like it's just impending doom, like I feel like you have to do something. Especially if you have some power. Like I do understand. Like this is just kind of just showing that the United States is trash in terms of like our president would do something like this to sacrifice people in order to defeat this, while the other ones are like, we're not going to do nothing like that. We're not going to sacrifice our people, even if it would help. But then there's the other devils, right, that have some of the gun devil. I wonder if they're going to come into play too here. So, I don't know. The 37% that's spread amongst the devils.
What's kind of funny is I know this whole allegory about nuclear war is pretty apparent to the both of us. But also this could be a analogy or a story about corporate structures and how there's power dynamics at the top. 37% is technically the largest amount. So if all the smaller, I call them gun devils, if all the smaller gun devils came together, they literally are bigger than every other percentage of people. So, technically speaking, they could defeat, hypothetically, the. Or theoretically, sorry. This chapter is just kind of throwing my brain off, guys. I can't talk right. Also, the double spread of 14 and 15. It's unfortunate that this is accurate, but that's honestly like the carnage that you see. It's like humanity should never be subjected to that type of violence. It's so sudden, it's so gruesome. The carnage, there's bodies flying around because of the speed of the bullets.
And then I even said too with that 37%, like what if Makima has control over them? Like, you know, then that's hers. Could. That 37 is hers probably. Because I mean, people fear Makima, and I know devils do. We've seen fiends fear her. We've seen devils fear her, or follow her because you know they're in fear of her. So if she got that too, then it's like she's talk about an antagonist that's actually getting success. Like she's one of those for sure.
Yep, and then I just featured double BB's content because that is incredible. It's kind of on a similar line as the Angel Devil, which ironically they had their bout in this episode, if you even want to call it that.
And yeah, Vince Fujimoto did that absolutely on purpose. That was very intentional. So many. That's ridiculous. But want to hop into the next chapter?
Yeah, go ahead, man. And I would say enjoy, but I'm not gonna enjoy it.
All right, guys. So, chapter 76. Like the stream, subscribe if you are new to the channel. If you rock with Chainsaw Man, we will be continuing reading Chainsaw Man all the way through the end of part 1, obviously, and going into part 2, and then eventually being all caught up with you guys. We will be reacting to the chapter every Tuesdays, same time, whenever the chapter does drop, because I know it is a bi-weekly drop, so we will be there. Oh, God. All right, so chapter 76 is called Don't Open It. Off rip, that makes me think about Denji and the door, but it could be something else. We'll see. Mom, I'm going to go play soccer. I want you home before dark, okay? Oh, this is about to be so sad. This is about to be something ridiculous. Okay. Oh, hang on, kiddo. Use this to buy soft drinks with your friends. Awesome. And then I turn the page. Look at this double spread. More of the names. 3:18, 22. The gun devil advances towards Makima. Hold on. That was just a second. Okay. Makima sights the gun devil at a distance of 500 kilometers. Just destruction. Oh my God. Wait, look at that. Nobody can react to nothing because it's instantaneous. Gun devil ability activation. Ability to fire a bullet through the heart of every living thing born in the months of January, February, March, May, June, August, September, November, or December within approximately 1 kilometer confirmed. Hey, I'll be safe. I'm born. My birthday is in April. I'm safe for now. I'll probably already died from one of the earliest waves if I was living in Japan right now. But like, hey, I'm cool. Is anybody else in chat cool? Anybody that does not have a birthday in these months, are you okay? I'm okay. I'm either okay for now or already been dead in the first wave. I ain't Sherm. I know your birthday is coming up very soon. I wonder if we're gonna be streaming something on that day. Probably not, but we'll give you a shout out though. Shout out to Sherm, guys. On the 14th, correct? I am dead. Look at that, all through the hearts. Everybody's just. That's fucking crazy. 3:18:25. The gun devil stops. That looks so. Imagine seeing that in real life. I would like. That's terrible. Imagine seeing a big ass gun man devil entity just shooting up everything, and that's. And then like the bullets coming from. That is really insane. Gun Devil ability activation. Gunfire towards Makima begins. Deaths: Abe Ame, Abe Kiko, Abe K, Abe KK, Abe Keiko, Uda Yo, Una Yo, Uda, all that. Families. The family got killed right there, and some other people in that area. 31826. Makima prepares for ability activation. Makima's 29th recorded death. But she's gonna come back though. I ain't even phased by that. Like, I mean, it is interesting that she has died 28 times before this, but like at the same time, we've seen her ass come back. So, what the fuck? The bullet went through her head, and then is that part of her brain that came out and made a halo above her head? Or was that like a flesh bullet from the Gun Devil that turned into a halo? It's probably from her brain version. 31827. More and more people. I see Fujimoto. I see a name, Fujimoto. Fujimoto, goddamn. Who in your family did you just off like that, dude? I bet there better not be no Yuko Fujimoto anywhere in your family. Like, I'm just saying. Somebody in chat gonna say, fun fact, that's actually his cousin. No, stop. Makima ability activation. Use of the following abilities: Utaro Koruse and Michiko Tendo's Anti-Mortem Devil Contract Punishment Devil. Akane Sawatori's Anti-Mortem Devil Contract Snake Devil. Aki Hayakawa's Anti-Mortem Devil Contract Future Devil, and an Angel Devil and Spider Devil. These fucking like soul contract. This is ridiculous. It reminds me of something else I'm thinking about. Obviously, like the imagery reminds me of like Kurapika's chains, obviously, but it reminds me of something else that I've seen before. 31820. Oh my god, what the fuck is this now? Okay, people came down to attack the Gun Devil. Who are they have swords and stuff. But it looks like it's from like Makima's, like she put like another halo hole thing in the sky and she's using that. Ding dong. Oh, there goes the door. Hey, he's finally home. No, he's not. Don't open the door, Denji. Don't open it. Denji, don't open it. Oh my, this is crazy how terrifying this entire arc has been. This series in general. Like, I've never felt this kind of terror in another manga, not to this extent. Like, there's been instances where I felt like that, you know, JJK did it a little bit. I'm just trying to think of recent memory. What's another manga that's done that to me? To some degree, AOT here and there, but not consistently like this. There hasn't been any series I've read, because I don't read horror manga. You know, I mostly read shonen and certain seinen and stuff, but like not this consistent. No. Devils cannot make contracts, so Makima instead controls humans to make contracts for her. Like, it's very roundabout because she has that ability, that authority to do that. So then she can do that. I always love roundabout ways for people to get their way in a fight or anything, where they could just think of, okay, well, I could do this so that I can do this, versus, because it makes sense. It just shows the IQ of the person as well. I ain't gonna lie, Zilly, that's actually one of the things I was thinking about with JJK. There's like some other moments in that series where I felt more so, not like terrified myself, like completely, but more for like certain characters, like fates. But ultimately, there ain't nothing coming close to this series when it comes to how much terror I truly feel. Open a bigger halo above the gun. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She opened another halo above to like a little portal type thing. Huh, it does come out of her like womb area, huh? Interesting. Fujimoto's different, man. All I know is that boy was probably looking at a lot of conspiracy theories and just biblical shit, and he said, you know what, I'm about to go all out with this series and just terrify my readers. Now, this is the one time I'm gonna say kids should not be reading this shit. And I know there's probably some people in here that when they first read it, they were probably like a teenager and stuff. I would say like you gotta at least be like 15, man. If you beneath 15, nah, you shouldn't be reading this, man. I'm sorry. Now I'm being like a real adult here and telling all the kids, don't read this. Your turn, Twitchy. Your turn. Should I put like what should I put? A salute emoji? Nah. I'm just gonna put the upside down smile. Oh man, yes, abusive. That should be the title of this stream. God damn, man. You got your music? No music.
What?
I said you got your music.
Anything. Nope.
No. Well.
I did it! I said I wouldn't do it. I forgot to change the music.
Oh, I forgot. But it didn't. It like I didn't even need it. Like to feel the mood. I was in the mood because. Go ahead.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. Chapter 76. Don't open it. Mom, I'm gonna go play soccer. I want you home before dark, okay? Okay. Oh, hang on, kiddo. Use this to buy soft drinks with your friends. Yatta! Turns around and just dead. It's really effective that Fujimoto is doing all of these names. And yes, I wasn't going to read them all because we are a little bit crunched for time. But honestly, each of these people was a person. And to see it in very small text in the background almost, there is an entire life for each of these names. 3:18:22, the Gun Devil advances towards Makima. 3:18:23, Makima sights the Gun Devil at a distance of 500 kilometers. How can you see that far away? Alright, here's the invincible train scene. 3:18:24, Gun Devil ability activation. Ability to fire a bullet through the heart of every living thing born in the months of January, February, well, I'm gone, March, May, June, August, September, November, or December within approximately 1 kilometer confirmed. Dead. Alright, what months are safe? So you got April? April Fools, you're alive!
I'm safe, April. Yay!
Good for you. I'm dead. April, May, June, July. Okay, so we're reading in this month. Do I get a pass? This is not July, Twitchy. Oh my god, I'm never financially recovering from this. September, October, only 3 months. Okay. 3:18:25. The Gun Devil stops. Gun Devil ability activation. Gunfire towards Makima begins. Alright, so there's less deaths this time because it's a less populated area. 3:18:26. Makima prepares for ability activation. 29. Makima's 29th recorded death. But she's got the soul chains from Bleach going through Aki and... Oh my god, did she take away their lifespan? Is that what give myself all to you means? And there's the halo made out of brain matter. 318. Oh my god, and the contract is only for one death. Son of a bitch. 31827. Just staring at each other. Makima ability activation. Oh, sweet hell. Use of the following's abilities. Yutaro Kurose and Michiko's Tendo's Antemortem Devil Contract Punishment Devil. Akane Sawatari's Antemortem Devil Contract Snake Devil. Aki Hawakawa's Antemortem Devil Contract. Wait, is he dead? Like, he's dead. Because Antemortem, that means after their death. Angel Devil, Spider Devil. And then now there's a halo above the Gun Devil. Whoa. Ding dong. Ah, hey, he's finally home. Denji, don't open it. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
I can't wait for reactions to this in the anime. Like, I can't wait to watch reactions.
This is one of those moments, I feel like, in the channel's history to where you guys didn't really get a reaction out of me, because that's how insane it was. There have only been a few times where I haven't been able to react because I'm mentally still accepting what it is I just experienced.
For real, we're looking like them. The chains. We die here for real. We're soulless. We're lifeless. Someone made an interesting point how it was Pug. He said how like the chains are coming from Makima's womb area. So I don't know if it's like symbolic of something, but that is pretty interesting.
Yeah, abdomen.
Brain
it could be
matter,
like a chi thing type of deal. Like the center of someone's soul or essence is in their stomach area, or it could be their womb.
Zeely, that is hilarious. We're literally fighting the supposed villain. Yeah, we over here hating on Makima. Isn't that crazy? I don't think that's never happened ever. I'm trying to think of another time that's happened. I mean, no. I mean, it's happened, I guess, but like not in this type of way. Hell no. Go to 3. Okay. 26. And read the names. Oh yeah. Yep.
Aki,
you see it.
Son of a nutcracker.
God damn. I also seen a Fujimoto's name. I was like, hey, Fujimoto, that better not be like
Fujimoto
or something like that. Yeah, it said like
I hate
Fujimoto.
that guy.
I was like, you better not put like one of your families in. Unless it was somebody that did you wrong. Hey, go for it. Go ahead. No.
Vince, that is absolutely insane. His message at 302, devils cannot make contracts. So what Makima instead does, controls humans to make contracts for her.
That roundabout shit.
What?
I love roundabout stuff in series. Like, this is something that came off the top of my head, but what's his name from My Hero? Shinzo. The whole vocal cord thing, and there's very roundabout ways for that too. Like what he did during that first part of second part of the war.
The snake devil came out, spit out the punishment devil to attack the gun devil.
Yeah, Vince, he really did hit Aki's name like that. I was gonna ask too. I was gonna say, is there any names in here that like is either like a little
probably
Easter egg or somebody in the series?
The answer is yes.
Yeah, I might be safe for April, but I might get killed by fucking debris or some shit. So yeah, don't matter.
I think I actually would have preferred to have died here because honestly, like,
instantaneous.
You gotta live with this.
Pretty instantaneous. Besides the heart shot, I don't know. The heart shot kind of those reactions. They look like they felt that. I'd rather just get headshotted. Fuck it. I'm out. Instant kill.
I mean, technically, Aki did die there, but also, like, I don't know. He does still have that tether to Makima. I brought up, like, the Bleach Soul Chain analogy. I have a feeling that like maybe she could bring him back. But like what other purpose does he really have in this series? I know that might sound a little cruel, but like I don't feel like this is the worst possible death, you know? Because then the future devil would have been lying.
Can I just say, is this honestly, this series might be like top 2, top 1 when it comes to like the gap between the main antagonist and everybody else. Like they can't do shit to Makima.
They literally have entire countries that are doing last breath attempts. Okay, I'm gonna get
Darkness Devil.
I looked it up while you were reading. There were about 280 million people in America in 1997. Oh. So 280 million years were given to the Gun Devil.
And the funny thing is that still might not be enough. Well, we're literally watching it not be enough.
I don't think it is.
I mean, because God, the gap is insane, and that's the Gun Devil too. Let's just throw Makima out the window. The Gun Devil alone, nobody can do anything towards him or Makima. Like those two, there's nothing. You can't do nothing. Like,
well, okay, so I see some great stuff in the chat. I think the reason why post-mortem she can control these is because the devils are still alive, which then makes me think, oh my god, they have all these devils in captivity, so they are never going to die. So these are eternal contracts.
I don't like Denji.
I don't know, man. Like, okay, and then it also got me thinking about Kishibe. Like, what's your fucking plan? The Gun Devil is like, Kishibe, are you serious? Are you serious right now, Kishibe? Like, what is your Uno reverse card? You just don't have conversations with Makima? Did you cut out your eardrums preemptively?
But you see, that's why I said, I mean, like, what do we possibly have? It gotta be like an alley-oop from him at least to Denji, I guess. Like, who else? We got no, like, out of the named characters, I'm not even talking about the NPC devil hunters, but like the named ones who are still alive is literally Denji, Kishibe, Yoshida, Power. Like, it's who else do we have? Like,
I'm just thinking back to the end of last arc to where Kishibe and what was his name? Hibara, the other devil hunter's name.
Yoshida.
How they had to cover their eyes. Is it because like Makima was using the corpse of their comrades and like no one's allowed to know that? Like, why do they cover their eyes but not their ears?
Oh yeah, Katana Man. Where is he at? I mean, like, it don't matter really. It literally don't matter.
Also, Vontae, Makima has been killed 29 times.
Yes. But what I said to when I seen that, I was like, wow, 29, but I was like, it literally don't even matter because she just comes back. But it is still interesting that she has died that many times. So out of those many times, how many times did she just allow it to happen? Versus how many times did she honestly, genuinely get killed?
Whether she allowed it or not, like on the train scene,
I still think that's interesting, though.
She got murked, and I don't think she knew about that death. I don't think she was aware of that plan. And yeah, she got killed, but she was back, lickety split.
But I think that's the problem, and that's the thing, though. The fact that she comes back, that's why I said I wasn't fazed by it. However, the fact that she can get caught off guard, we just gotta figure out what could potentially kill her. So we know we can. She has a high IQ, but we know that there are ways to plan things to kill her. It's just, how can we permanently kill her? There's nothing that we've seen so far.
Wasn't there something in like the first season to where the Infinity Devil, even though it kept, expanding because of Kobani's fear, despite the fact that Denji was cutting it up, like the heart had to be taken out? And then you remember that one ED to where her heart is crushed? Like, is that the only way to kill Makima? Is if her heart is taken out? But does she even have her heart in her body? I would say maybe not. Maybe this is not even Makima's true form, as crazy as that sounds. She could just be like a walking, talking husk without her heart, and her heart is, I don't know, maybe in hell. Maybe her heart is in hell.
Could be. Yeah, when that black dress is a funeral for many people. So that literally. So we both know the panel, the Denji on top of the tombstone. Mm-hmm. So, like, what do we do? Ichigo, save the Soul Society. Ichigo, save the world. Denji.
I don't even know if Ichigo could do it.
Yo, the Gun Devil. What was that page? Like page 8, or after that double spread of all the people's heart. Just him in the center there. That looks like, imagine seeing that in real life. That's terrifying. This big ass fucking devil entity gun thing is just
like shooting off into the distance.
That is. Imagine seeing that, like, through your window, just in the sky.
It literally looks like falling stars. It looks like a comet falling stars event.
Makima's waiting for it. That's crazy. Like, once again, too, right? We gotta remember the primal fears.
They are above these levels,
and we look what he is doing. And he's not even.
Look what she is doing. I don't think
this is not even his complete.
Okay, question.
Power.
Is Makima a primal fear?
Yeah.
Control?
That or beyond, or something like it. She has.
Okay. I was just curious because, like, I do think there is something about what the president was saying in terms of freedom. I do think everyone's got a little bit of Eren inside of them from Attack on Titan, to where you want to be free simply because you were born in this world. But, like, damn, man, primal fear Makima. There's others that are at least on her level that have never died before. She's died 29 times.
Exactly. I think that right there showed us that there's probably other ones that had not died or died less than that. So where is this series even going when it comes to that? Like, remember when we were saying, like, not to say that she's a runt of a group, but what if she is the runt of a group?
Yeah, she could be the runt of the primal fears. And, you know, I can think of nothing more terrifying.
Primal fear is something you were born with. You know, this is another one I just thought about. Imagine the hunger or starvation devil. That's a crazy one right there.
Oh, like,
I'd love to see that.
What's it called? Famine.
Yeah, that would be a real crazy one.
Yep.
Actually, perfect in, like, well, I was gonna say perfect in, like, war times too, because I mean, you're in war, people are dying, things are being destroyed. You don't have food, a lot of food at all. So,
I mean, at the end of the day, you can kill each other as much as you want, but your stomach will still get hungry. You are still human at the end of the day.
Yeah, honestly,
how did Aki die? Was he like?
Honestly,
was he shot?
Honestly, I think it was just from the contract. Like, she is like, he sold his soul, like, just sold
to you.
Himself.
Yeah.
But you know what I think too? I think this is reversible. However, this is Fujimoto. I would not be surprised if Denji has to kill them, mutilate their bodies,
regardless,
to show that they're dead.
Hell, you want to take it in that direction? It might even be a mercy kill. Like, Aki is permanently under the control of Makima. He's not even Aki anymore. So Denji has to kill him to free him.
Well, her fuck ass smile right there. Oh my god, man. Makima, this is a great main antagonist right here. This is an awesome one.
And thank God that she's a female. Like, this would work well if it were a male. I think it works better that she's a female, personally speaking.
And extremely symbolic too. It's like she's literally the absolute opposite of a nurturing, womanly, motherly figure. But there's a lot of symbolism that shows she is motherly, even though she's absolutely not motherly at all. It makes it even more terrifying. And we said this before, we don't have to see like a crazy, horrific design of her. Like, if she does transform, we don't need to see that. We could just see her for what she is right now.
She's terrifying enough as
she scares me.
She's terrifying. Like, the bottom of page 12, No, that is nightmare fuel. I'm gonna see that when I try to go to bed tonight.
Yeah, a fucking brain matter halo.
I have seen the Halo shot before. I was spoiled on that. I assumed she had some like angelic symbolism going on. I didn't know it was actually made out of her brain entrails, though. That's wild.
Man.
I feel like this is enough for today. I feel like these 2 chapters is enough Chainsaw Man for my heart for tonight. And we got another 3 more chapters to go. Bro.
These 3 are on you. I'll let you start whenever you're ready.
All right, guys. I'll get started here. If you can like the stream for us, we would appreciate it. I'm not straight up not having a good time right now. Like it's enjoyable in the very loosest sense. All right, let's see what is behind door number 1. Chapter 77. Ring, 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 ding, 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 ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. What's going on? I'm trying to sleep. Ring. Oh, the phone. Gotta answer the phone. The doorbell's ringing. Aren't you going to answer the door? Oh, yeah, I know. Just give me a minute. Don't open the door. Why not? Who is it? Miss Makima. Denji, have you seen the news? No, I just woke up. I'll give you the short version. The gun devil appeared without warning. We failed to defeat it. It took over a dead body and got away. That gun fiend is now ringing your doorbell. I don't trust this. And also, Howard's got a figure on the bottom of page 3. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Come on, that's not funny. Why would the stupid gun show up at my front door? Miss Makima? Well, hey, you can count on me. Lucky he came to us instead of the other way around, huh? Saves us on travel fare. Denji, this time, don't think about anything while you fight. That is the contract. That is the control. He's going to go all out, not think. This is how power dies. Puts down the phone. Hey, why can't we open the door? Oh, right. Makima says it's a gun fiend at our door, I guess. What? You're talking nonsense. No, really. Makima said so. You are such a fool. Top Knot still hasn't come home, remember? He's the one ringing the doorbell. Oh, am I getting my spoiler now? Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Hey, that's you, right, Aki? This silence is giving me goosebumps. Oh my god. Power. Take Meowie and leave from the balcony. What? Why? Power. Come on, Meowie. We're going outside for a walk. From the balcony. It's just in case, that's all. There's no way some stupid gun guy would bother to come greet me, right? Miss Makima's playing a prank, right, Aki? Damn. Is that Aki's corpse? We see the right arm. We don't see the left arm. That might be Aki's corpse. Oh my god. She's serious. Oh, so this is for real? Gotcha. Well, do we fight? Denji. Why do you know my name? Brr. It's so cold. Why did I go outside? Denji. Oh, it's a snowball fight. All right, he gets shot in half. His 2 pieces flying out of the balcony. My apartment! Denji? Power, hide. It was a gun fiend after all. I'll take care of him. Gun fiend? But that's not possible, huh? Cause it was Aki's scent in the entranceway. Don't lie to me right now. Ah! Oh, my cinema. Page 19. And the top knot is a... Oh my god, I just now recognized that. Sorry for screaming. That is nasty work, Fujimoto. The top knot is the clip that you use to fire the gun. This series is sick. This series is sick. Ending 5. Okay, yeah, I'll have to go back to that one, Pug. And you know what? This is related to what I said earlier. This might be a mercy kill for Aki. He has had his corpse taken over by the Gun Devil. And one thing that I do want to bring up is bottom of page 4. When Makima says, "This time, don't think about anything while you fight." It is in bold. Now, we know she is the control devil. I don't know if she has the power to form a contract over the phone. I would guess so, but I also think the hybrids might have a specific resistance to the control because they have a devil that is infused with them, and you cannot make contracts with other devils. So I think that's the stipulation. So Reize, Quan Chi, Denji, Katana Man, they cannot be controlled by the controlled devil, aka Makima. We failed to defeat it. So it took control of Aki's corpse, but like it didn't kill Makima. So I guess I'm sort of confused on what it's doing. It's like it has agency because technically I guess it did fulfill the contract. It killed Makima once. So now is it just doing its own thing? Is this like another country? Did a second part of the Gun Devil show up? I mean, this could be the Soviet Russia one. Let me take a look at Aki's figure. I mean, it looks similar, but it's a little different than... I can't tell if that's the same Gun Devil or not. It looks similar, of course, but... And I didn't even read the chapter title. Ring, ring, ring. Yeah, ring, ring, ring. Aki 47? Oh, shit. I am pinning that. So does Pochita have the ability to see the future, or is that just a red herring of Denji cannot open another door? Aki 47. Yeah, a lot of these questions are rhetorical, Vince. I don't fully trust Makima, which makes me think that she might have even suggested to the Gun Devil, like, hey, you fulfilled your contract, hop in this corpse and go kill go kill Denji. Because I feel like the hybrids are the only ones that can possibly stop Makima. So if she now has a contract with Aki, who had a contract with the Gun Devil, then she has control of the Gun Devil. I'm just flabbergasted by this sequence of events. Yeah, see, so that's what I'm thinking. I think Makima was doing some manipulation behind the scene, but let me get Vante in here. I'm gonna send him the skull emoji. Because that's appropriate. I wasn't spoiled on this either. Damn. The hair down is a nice touch. And like he's in there, but he's not in there because he's like reverted to a childlike state. This is terrible. Yeah, skulls in the chat, guys. Skulls in the chat. I'm hurt. God, imagine we read this volume in one sitting. And this one did. I'm going to go check right now. I don't even think this one won the poll. I think this one might have been the lowest on the poll. I am looking right now. Hello. Don't look at the chat. My God.
Not at all. All right. Chapter 77. Ring, ring, ring. Don't open that goddamn door, Denji. Kind of rhyme. Ours. Whatever. Anyway, what's going on? I'm trying to sleep. Oh, the phone. Gotta answer the phone. The doorbell's ringing. Aren't you going to answer the door? Oh, yeah, I know. Just give me a minute. Don't open the door. Why not? Who is it? Miss Makima. Denji, have you seen the news? No, I just woke up. I'll give you the short version. The gun devil appeared without warning. We failed to defeat it. It took over a dead body and got away. That gun, thank you. That gun fiend is now ringing your doorbell. Come on, that's not funny. Why would the stupid gun show up at my front door, Miss Makima? Well, hey, you can count on me. Lucky he came to us instead of the other way around, huh? Saves on travel fare. I'm just terrified. Impending doom. Denji, this time don't think about anything while you fight. So basically, she telling him to just crash out, go crazy, feral mode. Hey, why can't we open the door? Oh, right. Makima says it's a gun fiend at our door, I guess. What? You're talking nonsense. No, really. Makima said so. You're such a fool. Top Knot still hasn't come home, remember? He's the one ringing the doorbell. Hey, that's you, right, Aki? Don't open that up. Don't open this fucking door. See the shoes at the door, got the clothes folded, all clean and nice. The dishes are clean, they look pretty clean. Meowie's just looking at the door. Denji's looking. Power, take Meowie and leave from the balcony. What? Why? Power. Come on, Meowie, we're going outside for a walk. From the balcony. It's just in case, that's all. There's no way some stupid gun guy would bother to come greet you, right? Miss Makima's playing a prank, right, Aki? What's about to happen? You know, I thought she was like kind of capping, I guess. I didn't think it was gonna be fucking Aki. This is Aki, ain't it? That's Aki. She's serious. Oh, so this is for real. Gotcha. Well, do we fight? Denji, why do you know my name? And it's kind of showing Aki back in the like in the volume cover when he was a kid. Oh, this is gonna be sad. It's so cold. Why did I go outside? Denji. Oh, it's a snowball fight. What in the hell? And it's just interesting too for him to become the gun devil fiend, or the gun fiend, or whatever. It's like, and then obviously, you know what happened with his family, and yeah, quite a snowball fight, huh? Did he split him in half? I think he did split him in half. Oh my fucking god. Through the goddamn balcony. My apartment. Dingy. Power. High. It was a gun fiend after all. I'll take care of him. Gun fiend? But that's not possible, huh? Because it was Aki scent in the entranceway. Yep. So she was able to smell him out, and then now Dingy's gonna put it together. But don't lie to me right now. Oh my god. And he comes out. Oh my god. He was charging, and Dingy ends up saving power. And he's right there. Oh my god. This is a nightmare, man.
I did not even talk about the fact of how cruel the irony is that Aki became the gun fiend. But come on, Fujimoto, you just want to hurt us. At first, I didn't even notice that it was Aki. I think I was like still trying to process the fact that Makima was not lying entirely over the phone. I do have some reason to believe the validity of what she said to Denji, but and then you can kind of see it on page 10, but it is really more apparent on page 19. Aki's top knot is the trigger, or the latch.
Oh.
And I'm just like, was that foreshadowing all along?
Talk about like character designs and stuff. Fujimoto's up there with the best. Like how he's able to use a certain feature on somebody and use that as like or put a feature onto somebody and make like the damn Halo, fucking brain matter Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Obviously Dingy, when he's revving up the damn chainsaw, turning it on with. Oh god.
This is the worst possible death. He is going to have to get torn to shreds to try and save power, and that will be useless or futile as well. Power is still going to die.
I love the dynamic too, because he was afraid on this mission that Denji and Power would die. That turned into Denji's going to kill Aki and Power, and right now, I mean, I would hope that Denji doesn't kill Power at the very least. I would hope if she does die here, it would. I mean, honestly, it's bad either way, but it would just be horrific if he had to himself. But it just keeps changing. The dynamic with these trio, the outcome for all of them, it keeps continuously changing throughout this past volume. That's crazy.
And then with all the setup that we had last stream for Aki, this whole, emotional catharsis that he's gone through, he finally accepted the fact that he had something to live for. As traumatic as that was, because he only had a couple years left to live, but no, now he's the gun fiend.
I do find it strange. How did that happen? Like,
what?
He was a part of obviously the antemortem of everybody else, and then now the gun fiend. When did the gun devil do that?
I had a thought, but I'll let you kind of connect the pieces because this is a pretty deep rabbit hole for my thought.
Let's see. Let me go back to the other chapter, actually. Let me see. Okay. I probably won't get nothing from it, though, but that's why I'm like, wait a minute, I'm confused. Because, like, I thought... Okay. I mean, the only thing I can think of that comes from it is obviously with Aki being alive when he gave himself to Makima. Like, the only difference, everybody else besides Spider Devil, was already dead. Well, Angel Devil was alive too, but I'm looking back at 76. Unless she did something like she, like, quote unquote, offered him to him, because he is a part of people that did die of all the names so he did die, but I guess she offered him to the gun devil.
My thought is she made Aki in a corpse form form a contract with the gun devil, or offered it up as a way for the Gun Devil to get out of having to be a devil that is controlled by a country. Because it's now technically
So he's
a
back.
fiend.
I'm thinking I'm back. I'm thinking I have agency. I'm
thinking
thinking I
I'm
have
back.
my freedom.
And what I think Makima did in a roundabout way is she made a contract with the Gun Devil. Because what I think is, go back to page is that? Page 4.
Page 4.
So I'm looking at the last panel.
The don't think while you fight panel.
I think Makima gave Denji an order, and I think that all hybrids are potentially immune to the Control Devil's power. So Denji, Reize, Quan Chi, and Katana Man. Because devils can't make contracts with one another. So I think that Denji is, as close as he is to Makima, he is one of the few people that can resist her, even though he is completely wrapped around her finger at the moment. And I think Makima knows how dangerous Denji can be. So I think she sicked the gun fiend on Denji to try and kill him.
Says Makima on some, what's that guy's name in Invincible? Isotope. Like switching sides. Is she like doing that? It's like, all right, I'm done with you now.
He's on every side.
Whoa. So I didn't even think about that. So she essentially freed the Gun Devil, which the Gun Devil probably doesn't necessarily have beef with her now. Or
I was saying, but, technically, he fulfilled his contract. He killed her. I think he's a free boy now.
And she helped free him. Yeah. Damn. Oh no. Now that's her new weapon.
Nah. Yes.
Because we talked about that being possibly before.
I think that is her new dog. Yep.
Ah, shit.
And she's dog fighting.
And that's the thing. She is so smart because just like what you said a second ago with Denji, even though he's not, as a hybrid, he's not, she can't really control him, but she does because of himself, like who Denji is. He's very naive and stuff. However, I do really like this chapter of Denji taking charge there at the apartment, telling Power to leave. And I love that. Like Denji, every single time, he just not surprises me, but he impresses me on panel every time because it's like, we've seen this kid grow. Like a lot of times on the surface level, it's like Denji is always Denji. But when you really look at his character, his leadership has gone
better.
up. His battle IQ,
better.
Honestly, his general IQ, just for life. Like he's starting understanding a lot of things. He's developed friendships that he's never had before. And I will say this too. I kind of like that Pochita doesn't have a lot of screen time. I feel like seeing Denji on his own
next, but go ahead.
Helps him grow more. It's a lot of times whenever there's like a companion for a character, the companion kind of either saves them a lot or teaches them something. Kind of, they need that companion to grow. Denji kind of grows on his own. I like that a lot. I thought Pochita was always going to be the one that's in his ear helping him out all the time, but that's never been the case. Only about the damn door, which, yes.
Perfect time for me to jump in then. Do you think Pochita sees the future, or is that a different door?
I thought this was like just a cool play on the door thing. Like this time, this door is like, okay, this is why. I think that door is something different.
Okay. That's what I thought too. But then I was also questioning the fact of like, can Pochita see into the future, or because I have no idea what that implies the other door is. Is that like a door to hell? Is that a door to Makima's heart? And like, it almost kind of looks like a Gachiakuta version of a sealed door. Like something is behind that should not be released. Or if it's a limiting power, I know we were talking about how we've both sort of been spoiled on Chainsaw Man's design when he's sitting in that position for that panel. But like, what if he is holding back? What if he has mental inhibitors like Eve from Invincible?
Probably. That damn door. Yeah, that door does seem like, that locked door does seem like it's metaphorical for like a mental block, like you said about Eve, and yeah, I can definitely see that. I wonder if Pochita be like, all right, open the shit now. I don't know.
All right, well, you're in half, and your best friend's trying to kill you and your other best friend.
And then the whole dream thing too, right? Him seeing Aki seeing, that's a shared dream, because Aki acknowledged Denji, and Denji acknowledged Aki in that. Or at least on Aki's end is more.
Okay, so you know that whole thing in One Piece to where like Zoro doesn't really call Sanji by his name, and likewise, like they always have these names for one another. How frequently does Denji call Aki Aki, or does he call him like Top Knot? Because
it's funny, I don't remember the last
really
time
cool. Yeah, so it was really cool because like I think Power called Aki Top Knot in the beginning of the chapter, and then when Denji confirmed it was the gun fiend at the door, she's like, well, that's not possible, because it was Aki sent in the entranceway. So like, despite her bravado, despite her being like a tsundere type of character, she was like, that was Aki. And that, when I reread that while you were reading it, I was like, oh, sweet Jesus. This is going to be emotionally devastating to read, because Aki has to get killed here.
I'm still trying. You mentioned it. It was funny because we talked about this before. You was like, absolutely, it's never gonna come close. But like, what the hell does Kishibe do here? Like, he's obviously doing something. Is he gonna try to make a contract with the Gun Devil? Even if he does, it's kind of, I mean, we've seen what just happened.
Could you see him as the gun hybrid?
Could that even happen if Aki's the fiend, or there's a gun fiend and the hybrid exists?
A different portion. Maybe because he's the best devil hunter, he has been secretly collecting pieces of the gun devil from devils he's killed.
Yes,
he's trying to become the hybrid.
Maybe. Because like at this point, what the hell could he possibly?
I just don't see it. I don't see it.
And I mean, what he wears doesn't he wear like a trench coat? Like he already has the certain kind of design where I can see him being a hybrid. If that means I can see him wearing the trench coat while looking all.
I agree.
Yeah, which is that's Fujimoto. I know what you are. I'm just gonna say trench coat. I'll just say Columbine. You know. That's literally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess we get to the next chapter. This one's pretty straightforward.
At the end of the day, yes, even though the implications and the resolution of this plot line is going to be so complex.
I don't want this to end.
I'm so tired. I got a concert to go to later today. I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna be thinking about Chainsaw Man?
I'm gonna be thinking about Aki smiling as he's trying to kill Power. It's like, no, don't do it, Aki.
You see somebody with a top knot at the concert, and you just like, that would be hilarious.
All right, get out of here, bye.
That'd be crazy.
Or in reference to Aki, I could have my own top knot. All right, chapter 78.
Go ahead.
Like the stream, guys. Our pain is your enjoyment. So, chapter 78, Snowball Fight. Power, you're here too? Okay, you're on Denji's team. eat this. And then it transitions. Oh my. Ah! Denji. What? Wanna play with us? Just a random... Don't do it! Stop! Don't, Aki! Ah! Ouch! Rats, you got me! Yay! Oh, sweet mother of Mary. Aki! And Denji steps in, tries to save her. Ow! She's running away. And just the childlike innocence of child Aki throwing snowballs, and how pure, which is just adding on to the levels of symbolism here. The purity of childhood, the purity of being innocent, and juxtaposed to Aki murdering people, thinking he's having a snowball fight. I know I can't really use this phrase as much with this section of the manga, but this is pure cinema. And the snowballs are killing people. Idiot! Aki! Hayakawa, can you hear me? Snap out of it. This is the last thing you'd ever want to do, isn't it? Wake up, jerk face. He's having the time of his life. I've never had this much fun before. Mom and Dad are always fussing over Tayo. They never pay attention to me. But now, my life has finally gotten kind of fun. Denji is sprawled out on the ground. Entrails are out. And that's the end of the chapter. This might be renamed for this stream title. It's like worst snowball fight ever. Sure. I mean, I am now included with that group, I feel. There's literally nothing to say about this chapter other than the fact that it hurts me. There is nothing else to say. I'm gonna see if I can find like a frozen emoji. Yep. The grimacing face that is frozen. That is the emoji that I sent to Vante. Oh, Vince, stop it. You're making it hurt even more. You're twisting the nail in me. A la the cursed devil. And I think there was also a reference to a snowball fight in Look Back, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, Fujimoto loves his snow aesthetics. I'll give him that. I feel like in a similar but also different way how Volume 8 hurt me, this volume hurts me as well, but it's like, it's a different type of hurt. Like, you know, when you like watch a romantic comedy and you're like kind of tearing up a little bit, or then you watch just a depressing, like an outright depressing movie like Schindler's List. Like, this is a different type of hurt. Vante probably isn't even ready to read the chapter because he's like, all right, I got a couple of minutes. This is one of the shortest chapters, though, that we've read. Oh, and page 16. I didn't even realize that. I'll talk about that with Vontae when he gets back. Or I'll just talk about it now since he's not back yet. Um, each of the hands is their weapons. And instead of a snowball, it's the gun and chainsaw, respectively. Well done, Fujimoto. You can even get into a Vontae, don't open that door. He went outside for a walk. And even just kind of like, again, this is a sensitive topic because of gun violence in America, but like people trying to run away from a gun, you can't. It's too fast, it's too powerful, it's too deadly. I also wonder if a lot of the fiends in this world, like this is the experience that they have. So like, what does the inside of Power's brain look like? Is there a young girl who is constantly just looking for her family? Like, I know there's been some speculation as to the girl who died that became the corpse of Power, and if she had self-harmed herself in order to get in that position. Like, what if her brothers found her in the bathtub when she did that, and then Power, she had that bath scene with Denji? It could recontextualize so many things. Ante, where are you? Come hurt like me. This is the only reprieve that I get.
That was fast. I checked 3 minutes ago. What? Okay. All right, I am back. Snowball fight. No. Why is it called that? No, and not the music either. No. Chapter 78, snowball fight. Power, you're here too. Okay, you're on Denji's team. Eat this. I know what this is going to be. It's probably going to show, the snowball fight, and then the actual fight, and then the outcome of the fight. All I know is that this better be directed beautifully in anime. Oh my god. Yeah, what a snowball throw right there, right? Denji, what? Want to play with us? Oh no. Just innocent people. Oh no. Don't do it. Stop. Don't. Aki. Did it too. They gone. Oh my god. Ah. Ouch. Rats, you got me. Oh my god. The devastation. These people just fucking dead, mutilated, just buried under debris. Aki. Oh, and Denji got in the way, but I think that guy's still going to end up dying. Like, or a girl. Guy, girl. Ow. God, bro. The devastation is ridiculous. Idiot. All these people just... snowball fight continues. Aki Hayakawa, can you hear me? Snap out of it. This is the last thing you'd ever want to do, isn't it? Wake up, jerk face. The gun, the snowball. I love. Yeah, they gotta direct this like perfectly. They have to. I've never had this much fun before. Mom and Dad are always fussing over Tayo. They never pay attention to me. But now my life has finally gotten kind of fun. And then he hits Denji with the snowball, and he sees Denji on the ground in a puddle of blood, full of blood. Oh God. I already know the next chapter is about to hurt. Next chapter is going to hurt because he's probably going to end up walking to Power now, and Power's going to try to defend herself, try to save Denji, and she's going to end up probably dying. That's what's probably going to happen.
Power's death was written in the stars as soon as it was confirmed that Aki turned into the gun fiend. Like, there's no way to get around that. Just pain.
I swear, these situations, like I keep saying this, and for everybody that's read both series, Gege and Fujimoto, it's like there's certain things that are just so similar. I love it. I like that a lot. Certain feelings. No. They better direct the hell out of this.
They will. It'll be a soft, like, you'll hear the crunching of snow as this woman is running away. And that was one thing that I talked about in terms of gun violence. Like, I feel so bad for the victims of gun violence in terms of there's a fight or flight mechanism in all of us. And when your body decides to run, but it's not enough, you can't outrun a bullet. And you die. It's as is what is the phrase? It's like it's so sudden, but it's like I want to say like insignificant is the word in terms of your death was insignificant. You died from a little piece of metal that was fired from another piece of metal.
Yeah.
How random, how like insignificant, inconsequential. That's the word. Inconsequential. And Aki's having the time of his life in this reality that he finds himself in.
And the crazy thing is with this trope, or usually the trope is eventually the MC gets through to them, they stop the carnage. This not
wake up.
Here.
They wake
it's
up.
Not happening. Or if it does happen, it would have to be from Denji killing him, and then he snaps out of it, but he just dies anyway. And he's a fiend, so it's different. It's not even like the same as like a devil. Like, yeah, it's just not the same. Like devils, obviously they come back, but it's not like Aki's going to come back. It's not like Power. Like not Power. I would say more Aki, not necessarily Power, because we didn't know who she was before, the devil entered her body. But for Aki, yeah.
I also talked about in terms of, let's just call it a dreamscape that Aki is experiencing right now. What is the dreamscape inside of Power's head? What was the dreamscape inside of the Violence Fiend's head? Did he have feelings for Kobani, that he was living this, like, they were going on a date type of thing when he bought her the soft serve? Did he view that as like a date where they were walking down the street? Like Power, I mentioned how there's one theory about her backstory in which, like, she cut herself and that's what caused herself to die. Like, what if she cut herself in the bathroom and her brothers found her dead? And then the whole scene with Denji and Power bathing, it recontextualizes that whole thing. So
really everything about
Power
the bathroom
dies here. Yeah, everything about the bathroom.
There's some other scenes
is
in the bathroom too.
Recontextualized. So it's like,
yep.
Oh, I talked about how Look Back had a snowball scene, how it was so beautiful, and then like she died during the winter. It's like Fujimoto is
he just loves that motif. He loves the snow motif,
and it works. It works.
And yeah, Ooga Booga. Like, even me saying, there's so many similarities between these two series. It's crazy. I genuinely believe they tell each other, yeah, hey, can I use that? Can I borrow that? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, make it your own. Copying the answers to the test or whatever, but make sure you put some of the wrong ones so it doesn't look like it's the same thing.
And even like the juxtaposition of the purity of white snow and the darkness of someone dying from a bullet.
This is just, and the fact that we still have
another like 60% of the manga.
And then for part 1, we still got, what, 2 more volumes?
That's what I said. Latte, this was 3rd place in the volume poll. 3rd out of 4. This is the 3rd,
Like, what more? Like, what the hell more do we... Like, come on.
I don't know.
Fujimoto is
this
Makima.
series is something entirely different. And I thought that back when I saw, the choir kids get destroyed by the Gun Devil. I'm like, the editors of Shonen Jump or Shonen Jump Plus, they approved that? They approved seeing children get massacred? Like, I know Japan has very much stricter gun laws than the United States, but that's pretty, a taboo or a sensitive topic. And for the gratuitous nature of that, or the graphic nature of that,
I guess the times are just changing. I mean, honestly, this stuff we've been saying in the most recent years, since like 2017, 18, some of these new manga, they have been a bit more brutal.
And I mean, I think Horikoshi did truly, kind of reinvent the wheel a little bit, or he was the front runner for My Villain Academia and the dark themes and, brutality of that arc.
I don't know, man. Ain't nothing touching this. At least to the lens of this. This is like, I guess it's the whole, he walks so that he can run type of.
And I think what is one of the most depressing things about what we've read tonight and what we read last time is we both know, everyone reading up until this point in the manga, they all knew this has a logical conclusion. Power's gonna die, Denji's gonna kill Aki, and then Denji's gonna have to live with himself, or try to live with himself, for what's happening with this.
I said this in one of my in this stream, one of the chapters that we read. I was like, this is not for kids. I said 15 years old, okay, maybe, but under than that, you cannot be lower than 15, 16 years old reading this.
This will traumatize you.
Like, seriously. Like, if I would have read this 10 years ago, no, I'll be like, especially from all of what what shonen usually is, and then you just, Chainsaw Man, that sounds interesting. That sounds kind of crazy, kind of wacky, but it should be fun. It's not fun.
Another thing too, I'm straight up not having a good time.
I just gotta say it again. We've been saying it since we've been reading the manga. I'm really happy that when it comes to the fighting here and like the deaths, I love that it's not tasteless. That was something that I kind of had a fear of with this series. I thought shit was just gonna happen, be gruesome, brutal, just for the sake of it, just for the fuck of it. But no, you feel it. Fujimoto knows how to do little things, just like showing all the names of the people. I think Ben said earlier, he said it reminds you of like the death toll, when you see like death tolls of like, say like a natural disaster or a massacre, and you just see all of that. It makes it feel realistic. Like if you're watching the news and you see all of the names of the people, like in 9/11, right? Like you see all the different people who went missing, who've never been found, who are confirmed dead, and little things like that add so much weight to it. Even with Aki name being in the midst of that, like no one would have caught that unless they read all of it, obviously, and not a lot of people did. Well, read all the names.
That's part of the human condition, though, right? It's that we condition ourselves not to feel the weight. And I think I mentioned this when I was reading it, but like each of those names has a life attached to it.
Yeah,
it's not simply just the fact that it was another casualty. No, there was a human life up until that point they were living, and for you to stay sane in this insane world, you have to disassociate yourself with that. You have to distance yourself. You have to compartmentalize it to, it is just a number. It is not a person. Because if I start thinking about each of those thousands of people, millions of people that died, I would go insane. I wouldn't be able to function in my life. And then the random violence of gun violence, or the random nature of it, to where these were people that were just going to the grocery store and then they got caught up in a snowball fight that ended up being a bullet. That is tragic, but it also speaks to the tragic nature of guns in general, and how a lot of the statistics in the United States is this is the number one killer of children, is gun violence. And whether or not that's a shooting at a school, whether or not that's guns at home, whether or not that's violence between kids. Like, I know Vontae hasn't seen Breaking Bad, but there's one scene in which a kid shoots someone, and I'm thinking to myself, a child shot and killed another person.
Thanks for the spoiler.
You can't don't. You can't even fathom like the weight that has on your conscience. And then when I predicted that Aki will wake up from this dream and he realizes it's a nightmare, I feel like Aki's gonna be like, kill me. I don't deserve to live after this.
Or if he just shoots himself. We're just kind of talking about that too. What if he,
my God. I didn't even fathom that.
I mean, out of everything Chainsaw Man, out of everything that Fujimoto has showed us when it comes to just how sad and gruesome things can be, that's something I don't think we've seen sacrifices, but not like that.
I mean, obviously seppuku is a thing that both Vontae and I know about. I haven't seen it a lot.
The irony in that though, like that's a traditional Eastern type of thing. You have a gun that's more of a Western type of thing.
Motif.
So the juxtaposition with that motif of someone self-deleting like that would cook in the crazy. That sounds crazy to say, but you get my point. For narrative purposes, that would cook. Just the imagery alone.
Pug. That's the point. Like, Makima set this story in motion. She wanted this to happen. And that's another thing too about this series that I like a lot. This is my last thing I'll say before you jump into the last chapter, unless you have something else you wanted to discuss. But I like that in this series, you see that everybody that's affiliated, whether they are a devil hunter, everybody has to do with devil hunt in this association. So I like that everybody's on different ends of the spectrum and all in between. So like you have people like Quan Chi who just wanted out. Reze, she was in it, but she also wanted out, but she couldn't get to that. Or like Quan Chi was. Quan Chi had to come back into it. Kishibe feels like he's obliged, like he has to kill Makima. Yes.
Denji is somebody who is very new to this world.
He's still finding
the best that he can. He's still finding exactly. Makima, what she's doing, her own thing on her own volition. Aki, him being very young, but also being like a veteran. I mean, essentially, right? He's like a leader within this division. Power, somebody else who is just the very basic fundamental fiend type character. You have Beam, who is for whatever reason he looks at Chainsaw like that's my guy, it's my Lord Chainsaw. Kobani, someone who is terrified, who works here. She needs the money, but she is terrified to even be in here. There's so many different walks of life within this job this career that it's pretty cool. Like Yoshida, he was talking about school and stuff, so he has his own thing going on too. That I hope that we deep dive into that as well. Himino, like everybody has a different they all share similar experiences, but they all have different motivations, and that's something that I like a lot in this series, because a lot of other series everybody shares the same motivation, and I don't think that's realistic. Even in the military, not everybody shares the same motivation. Like some people really want to protect their country if it comes down to that. Some people want it for the money, the benefits. Some people just have nothing to do and they just want to be a part of something. It's always different. It's not the same everywhere. So Fujimoto is really good at having all these characters have different goals and motivations and ambitions, and it always feels fresh every time you get to, read and deep dive into all these characters. So that's some of my favorite stuff in this manga.
I really like that you brought that up, because I think that is a purposeful choice by Fujimoto, and what it does is it allows the viewer, I'll speak for myself, I'm pretty sure you feel the same way, but it allows the viewer to consume, let's just use that word, it allows the viewer to consume the violence in this story while knowing that it has purpose. So You brought up earlier that Gege and Fujimoto are friends, and guys, I have a bit of a hot take as it relates to JJK. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think the reason why I like Chainsaw Man so much, but I don't like JJK as much, is the violence in this series has substance. There is a reason why the violence in this series, it has a purpose. Now, I haven't gotten through all of JJK, so that opinion might change. As of right now, I am of the opinion that Chainsaw Man is my preferred series, is what I'm trying to say.
And can't wait for you to jump back into it.
I know. Eventually I will.
I need it.
But I'm just saying, like, with this experience, it's because it's a character-focused story that then has insane... I can't really think of any new words to use tonight. But the world is a result of the character conflicts. And I appreciate that, because Fujimoto, I did not get this impression from season 1. He has really opened my eyes of what type of mangaka and a writer that he is. This has been a wonderful experience, even though it hurts to read.
I feel like, I think I've said this before, like he can genuinely be like a director or a writer for something completely different outside of the manga medium. I think his brain, he's very creative. That's one thing, but he also knows how to, like, for someone who it feels so, like I was saying, I thought things were going to be tasteless in his manga. And like you just said, in season 1, he made all of us believe that, you know, this is going to be kind of like, not necessarily senseless violence, but essentially that. Don't feel that way whatsoever anymore.
Not now.
You know? So, I guess it's time to finish up this volume then. So, go ahead, change the music,
right, guys.
And enjoy.
Question mark? Probably not. All right, guys. So the last volume of tonight, we will return Tuesday evening at 8:15 p.m. Eastern for part 1 of volume 10 of the series. That was the poll winner when we asked for the rest of the volumes of part 1, which one you wanted a dual reaction out of the both of us. Now, we ended up doing 8, 9, 10, and we'll be doing 11 in the dual split up format. So the next volume will probably be even crazier. I don't think we'll get any sort of resolution to this fight in this chapter. We might, but I'm going to stop waffling. I'm just trying to say we will be back Tuesday, so you guys don't have to wait too long. Oh, and this is breaking my heart to start off. Oh, it's just a picture of the 3 of them at an aquarium, as if they were just normal, regular kids. Siblings, even. Play Catch, chapter 679. Giving up? Madada. That's more like it. Ooh, oh, bleak, just gone. Alright. Shing! My hands are getting cold. Turn back, turn back, turn back, turn back into hockey. Swing! Are they going to try to kill him? Or are they going to try to give him blood? This could go either way. She stabs her. Save us, please. I didn't think I would cry over Chainsaw Man. This is beautiful. I don't want to die. We saw you on TV. I have kids. You gotta save them. This is humanity helping him back up. Help. Oh, page 10? I love just the shimmer of light at the top of that. It's a pure white background, little drops of blood, and then you see the silhouette of Aki in his fiend form walking towards Denji. Wah. Wah. Great shots. Okay, take this. Huh? And Denji's crying. How come you're crying? I've never seen you cry before. Okay, I lose. I don't like snowball fights anyway. They just make your hands cold. Huh? Denji? And there's also something about this scene is the resolution of the fight will likely be done just through the kid form. Big brother, I got the ball and gloves. Oh yeah, I wanted to play catch. Oh, both chainsaws through the chest. Denji's form melting away. And Aki's dead. Aki Hawakawa, you died in the worst possible way for the Chainsaw Boy. And again, bottom of page 19. Beautiful. Alright, now he gets to play with his brother in the afterlife. So much for the resolution I said we weren't going to get. Yep. Great point, Vince. Denji does indeed have a human heart, but, you know, at what cost? And then going back to the whole ignorance is bliss type of deal. You know, it's funny, when I turned the page to page 12, I was still reading on the single page format. I am almost positive I have seen maybe a fan animated little short of Aki having a snowball fight with Denji. And if that is real, I will react to that after this stream before I go to my concert. Because I need to experience that in my vulnerable state, my vulnerable emotional state at the moment. But, like, Power's not dead right now. So, that's my only question. I will... Okay, so here... a couple of things before I bring Vante back. One, that could have been a lie by the future devil to get Aki put on a path to end up with the greatest death. So essentially, the future devil just lied to him by showing him a half truth, like Eren did to Grisha from Attack on Titan. Or this could not be the end of the situation with the gun devil, or the gun fiend in this case, to where, let's say for example, the gun fiend or the gun devil jumps out of Aki's body and tries to go into Power's body, or goes into another corpse that's on the battlefield. We've seen one fiend die, and that was in season 1 when Denji cut off its head. But what is the reincarnation cycle for fiends? Is there a reincarnation cycle for fiends? I feel like there could be, honestly. And what does that mean for the future that the future devil told Aki? True, Celix. So that could be another thing. When Makima controls Denji, or maybe manipulates Power to attack Denji, and Denji has to defend himself. Yep, so he finally got his game of catch. Lord. I'm gonna do the tearing up emoji because that's definitely what I just had happen to me. I'm also going to take a screenshot of our volume reaction, what these 5 messages look like. I'll post this in our Discord. Guys, we do have a Discord. I will go ahead and put a link to it in the chat in just a moment. Swing on by. We'd love to have more people come to the Chainsaw Man, discussion. Again, please no spoilers. Please do not spoil us, but my God, what an experience tonight.
All right. Well, last one. Am I ready for this? No, I'm not ready. Okay. No. All right. Well, switch to music. Oh, yeah. Chapter 79. Oh, no. I literally clicked on the chapter, didn't look at it. The trio. Hey, when it comes to trios, trios are a big thing in a lot of series. This trio right here, they somewhere up there. We do a tier list of like anime trios. They're gonna be up there. They're gonna be up pretty high. Play Catch is a title. These titles are killing me, man. These innocent, wholesome ass titles, and it obviously not being what it is, or in the present time. So Denji, I guess he's regenerating. Aki's looking at him, giving up. I know what you are, Fujimoto. You took a page out of Kishimoto's book, with the Obito and Kakashi fight back and forth, something like that. Maybe not, but similarities, obviously. This just looks cinematic, though. I can see how this is going to be directed. That's more like it. About to throw the snowball, about to shoot the gun, ends up shooting him, ends up hitting him. Denji's coming in. My hands are getting cold. Turn back into Aki. Ooh, that shot from him, that's fire. The bullet coming from the barrel right in front in his forehead. Oh my God, that is devastation. I'm just laughing. And there's still people around. Oh no, what the hell? This lady has a dagger, a knife in her hand. Save us, please. Stabs herself. I don't want to die. We saw you on TV. I have kids. You gotta save them. Help. Damn, Denji getting his hero moment, huh? Denji the savior. Ooh, I love the silhouette. Ooh, that's a fire panel. I love the silhouette of the Gun Devil walking towards Denji. As you see, that could be a volume cover in itself. Like that slim panel right there, you can put down the volume cover. Like a fire volume cover. People like, what the hell is Denji fighting? Like, they seen it out of context. Wow. Great shots. Okay, take this. Huh? He's seeing Denji crying. How come you're crying? I've never seen you cry before. Okay, I lose. I don't like snowball fights anyway. They just make your hands cold. Huh? Denji? Big brother. I got the ball. And gloves. Oh yeah, I wanted to play catch. Alright, Zeke Yeager. I flipped the page, but here's the thing. I was literally about to say, when I seen his brother say big brother, that means he's dying or he's going to the other side. Because Denji's not there no more. Denji is crying, and then he doesn't see Denji anymore, and he just hears his brother. And boom. He got him. Makima did this shit on purpose, though. Like, what the hell, man? And there is the death, huh? There goes the future devil. Aki Hayakawa, you died in the worst possible way for the Chainsaw Boy. And then there he goes playing. Wow, and he's playing catch in the end. This volume, perfect for it to, focus on Aki all the way through. Like, imagine if we did read all of this. Obviously, that's like impossible. That would have been like a
That's what I
5-hour,
said.
6-hour stream. But like, just imagine reading all that. Somebody getting to binge all of that in one sitting in one day. I mean, we called it though. We definitely called it with that in right there. Like, what would be the worst possible death? One of your closest friends killing you. On top of you being the damn gun devil, the gun fiend. And we talked about that. The irony with that.
So, I got very emotional when I did the page flip from 7 to 8, or before I did. I didn't realize Denji had 3 missing limbs on page 6. I knew he was in a bad way, but it very much reminded me of the crowd picking up Spider-Man.
Yes, that's exactly what it reminded me of. I mean, and Fujimoto is a fan. We literally saw the train scene against Katana Man, Doc Ock. Like, we know what you are.
Yeah.
Dude. We know what you are. Your pop culture film references.
In that regard, I was just thinking to myself, like, that was
they
the
him the
perfect,
blood.
like, humanity was lifting Denji up in that moment. And then when you think about it like that, and then you go to page 10, my heart cannot break into more pieces. It is dust at this point. Because you know Denji knows what he has to do. And that means killing his friend. Probably his first friend. Even though, like, he said, oh, I'm friends with Himeno. Like, this was his first friend, whether or not he comes to that realization or not.
Also, think about I'm going to say it again, the juxtaposition or the parallels between what the president did in the United States, sacrificing his citizens to fuel the gun devil, versus here in Japan, where the people helped Denji by giving him blood.
Night and day.
Like, that's, like that alone.
Could you imagine if the president had a press conference and was like, I need you to give as many years as you are willing to give? Like, Japan would give 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And like America, you might be like, okay, well, I'm not giving you anything. I'll have other people do it. Someone else will step up and be the hero. It's the bystander effect.
Yep. And that theme alone, that's a lot of themes in one. The bystander, the just humanity, right? The, like, what would you do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Or what are you willing to put into the pot? What are you willing to do for your country or the world? And another thing I like about this series is that the citizens in the series, because it's not one of those where it's like, okay, we're fighting in another, area, or we're fighting in another dimension. Like, they know everything when it comes to this devil shit. Like, they have to deal with this. They had a lot of massacres, a lot of events that happened, incidents that happened where devastation came. And I like, they're like, oh, we seen you on TV, and they're willing to help this guy because they see he's fighting against something. Obviously, they know the gun devil, now the gun fiend, is obviously public enemy number one. So they're willing to help a devil. They're willing to help anything if it means to take this guy out, because he is the biggest threat right here, right now. Now I'm gonna ask you this: if you were in this crowd of people, would you do the same thing, or be
yes,
willing to give blood, or willing to do this?
Yeah. I will give up limbs if that's what you need.
I won't do that. I'll give up blood though. I mean, I might lose my limbs anyway, so
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, you gotta survive at the end of the day. And I even called it. I'm still looking at this double spread of 10 and 11. It is just beautiful in the darkest of senses. But I was saying, I knew that they weren't going to finish the fight in their current forms. The fight was going to be finished in their child forms. So obviously something happened between the time that Aki was walking up and Denji had 2 chainsaws through his chest. Like, they fought, but we're never going to see that. And I don't want to see that, because I think it's more beautiful this way.
It's not over yet. I'm thinking about power, right? We don't see power.
I talked about that too.
Once we get into the next volume, Makima is probably going to pull up, or someone else, most likely Makima, or it will be from Makima, and kill her herself. can this kid, like, what's up with these shonen MCs, especially nowadays? They be going through everything. They go through the work. Not even just nowadays, in general. Shonen MCs be going through the most. Like, we should have a tier list of that one day too. Fuck it. Just do a tier list of like who has, like, it could just be character arcs. It can be, you know, just in general. I think something like that. Like Denji, he's one of those where I feel like just the way that he's constructed, he's just a normal guy. I'll say a little less normal. He's kind of crazy from just the life that, even though the life that he was living isn't his fault, the whole thing was his father and stuff, but like, it's realistic for somebody that don't have nothing. He would do anything that he can to feel something. I think that's what his character is all about. And now, like people were saying in chat, Zilly said in chat, this is the first time he's cried for somebody.
Yep. And Celix, I wouldn't even say that like Denji didn't care about Beam. I just don't think he had matured enough emotionally to understand. It's the question, why am I crying? Because you're obviously affected. It's just your brain hasn't developed to a sense to where you can understand what's happening to you. And then if you look at, oh my God, like I just keep seeing more and more as I'm scrolling through the pages of this chapter, but like page 18, the pose of Denji.
Mm-hmm.
That is
that despair.
That is despair. Like I forgot who said
Straight
it, but
up.
like when you despair, you look straight up to the
Looking
sky.
up.
Was it a Naruto thing or was it
Sakura when the hidden leaf got destroyed?
Is that what he was saying? He was like, well, no. I'm saying like the pose, but someone specifically said like when humans despair. Oh, Demon Slayer, when they were in the red light district arc, and the scythe guy was saying when humans despair, they just look up to the sky.
Yeah.
As in like, savior, come save me.
Yeah.
No, there's no savior.
Even like the literally the pose of even the future devil, like the cross, like that's also symbolic too. It's almost like he's the tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
He's because he was the one that was
presiding over Aki.
Yep. He died in the worst possible way for the Chainsaw Boy. I do find it interesting that the future devil can acknowledge that as the worst possible death. Like, I like that in this series, the devils aren't just monsters that are just like, yeah, chaos, haha, yay. But he's able to understand that this is the worst possible death because of the relationship between Aki and Denji. I like that he's able to comprehend that and not just enjoy that, oh yeah, you got killed by some guy or whatever. Like, no, he knows that the reason why it's the worst is because of who it is and why it happened.
And I just keep thinking, like, was the future ever alterable? Or was this how it was always meant to be? Or is there like a moment? So you mentioned power a few minutes ago, and I was thinking to myself, a couple of different things can happen here. Either the gun devil is not completely dead and maybe tries to go after Denji. Makima might show up. That's what you said. Or alternatively, like, the gun devil might get out of Aki's corpse and try to get into another corpse. We just had so many that were created.
That's why.
Welcome, Pierre Rowe. We have not read Berserk. That is a series we will eventually read on the channel. We do know some things about Griffith.
It's like the same thing with Makima. Like, well, yeah, we know that they're bad news. We know certain. Yeah. There's one thing I want to say that is going to be very nitpicky. It's actually not really a problem for me. It's just something that I wish we just got more of. So within part 1, I don't know what happens in part 2. I don't know if some of these characters would even get revived or come back or whatever the case. The one thing I will say is that we haven't really seen the characters, most of the cast, fight because they've been outclassed in literally every single arc since the bomb devil arc. I wish we got more Aki fighting. I wish we got more power, like, especially power.
A lot of it was off-screened.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's actually not like a real problem. Like, I'm not upset about it. I just wish we got more. it's one of those things where I just want to be spoiled. That's all. But it's not. I'm not actually mad at it at all. It's just I wish we had more. And yeah, like since season 1, when you really think about it, like that's the last time people, for the most part, well, Aki, he did a pretty good job in the bomb arc, but like Power, for example, she hasn't really done nothing since.
Not really. I mean, she didn't even say a word when she was in hell. She was so traumatized by either the memory or like the whatchamacallit, like the fear that she was having of other devils.
Yeah. And yeah, Vince, I agree. It's not that type of story. I mean, well, I can't say that because that's not necessarily true. There are devil hunters. Even if just to see them being able to try to keep up, not just being completely incapacitated, because that's honestly what it has been most of the time. It's mostly just been Denji. I mean, it's the MC thing. You know, the MC is always going to be the one who, quote unquote, saves the day. I know that's by design with Denji, how he's being groomed and built up from Makima. But, you know, especially for the trio's sake, I just would have wished we got more. But we'll see from the remaining. I mean, it's only like a handful of characters left, right? That we know, like name characters that mean something in here. That Kobani, Kishibe, Yoshida, the other no-name devil hunters in whatever other division, that's
I honestly think like part 2 might be more devil focused. So on the same spectrum to where we haven't gotten a lot from the human fighting aspect, I feel like we also haven't gotten a lot of the personality of devils per se. So I think that might be flipped in part 2 to where we'll see a lot more of the humans fighting, but we'll also get a lot more of the characterization of devils.
Okay. And it could be the pacing too. Like a lot of these new gens are much more fast paced, so I feel like there's hypothetical arcs that could have been a thing, but the mangaka are like, we don't really need to do that. It's kind of the same thing. This very monster of the week, which is something that we kind of been talking about with Dandadan, is sometimes it can get a little bit too monster of the week, where a lot of stuff it doesn't really matter or it's inconsequential. But really on either end, it could be like here, I just wish we got more of it. And like I said, this is the only nitpicky thing that I really have. Other than that, there ain't nothing else in this story that I can really talk about that's like that I dislike or that I need more of. I think it's doing a wonderful job.
And I also think Fujimoto excels at the background cast. So not even the nameless faces, but with this chapter in particular, you have a society that feels like it is the society of our world. In almost every other series, it's just like, okay, say for example with Demon Slayer, you don't ever think about the humans. They're no-name faces. They never have any impact on the story, even though the end point of the story will affect them one way or the other. Yeah. So Naruto, for another example, you don't have all of the other regular people that aren't a part of these hidden villages of shinobi. Like, they will be affected if the infinite Tsukuyomi is in the moon. Like, there are consequences from this main story that we're following that will impact your life. And not to get political, but that's like a thing with real world that people don't understand. If you choose not to vote, that is affecting yourself. Whether or not you realize that is another problem.
There's a consequence for everything. Yeah. And you can, like you said, acknowledge it. You can say it doesn't affect you, and then it does. It's the same. I know this is a little different, but it's the same logic as like saying something that happened is random. Nothing is random. There's no such thing as random. Something happens for a reason. If a piano fell out of the sky right now outside, it happened for a reason. You might think it's random because, wow, the piano, it happened for a reason. It could come out of thin air. It could got teleported there. There's it just happens out
It's
of nowhere.
unlikely,
It's
but no,
yeah,
there's a reason for it.
there's a reason for it. So it's one of those things where, and I 1000% agree with you on this, and I think that's some of Fujimoto's best parts of his writing is that I think he, you know what, I feel like I think he knew people would think that this series would be just senseless violence. I think he knew people would think that, and not even just from season 1, but just in general when he first started writing, because when you keep on writing, like when you keep on reading, you're like, whoa, that's the NPC characters. In other series, you don't get shit like this, and when you do, it's always some of the best stuff. Here, he's done it numerous times, kind of like even from like just a lower tier devil hunters, even for them, like he's like the one guy that quit, like stuff like that. You don't get that in another series. That one guy that quit the devil hunters agency in season 1.
I'm good. I don't
you
feel
don't
like
get that in other series. Like something that's realistic, and in the real world, that would be me. That would be a lot of us in here. We will quit. I can't do this no more. I'm out.
I mean, I know we've kind of made fun of her a lot, but like Kobani, she quit because she went to hell. If I am in her position, I survive going to hell and I come back with most of my facilities still intact, I am not continuing down this path.
I would never do this ever again.
I would move to like
seen the worst.
The middle of the ocean. Like I would become a nomad.
I survived the worst, and then there is 1 out of 100 people that be like, "Well, I survived hell. Hell yeah, I'll stay
that's
here."
Arrogant.
But the
that's
99
arrogant.
ain't doing that. I'm a part of that 99. I'm not doing
Absolutely not.
Not doing it. You think Makima will be around in part 2? You know what's funny about Makima? So, like I said, I
think Fujimoto is going to pull the rug
know.
out on us. I think she's going to be small potatoes, honestly. I feel
Probably.
like the primal fears are going to be like even up above whatever Makima is at this point. Now, I think the more interesting question to kind of build on that double BB is like, do I think that Kishibe will be in part 2?
Man, like I said, I've seen 3 characters. I mean, now I can see why everybody would die because Makima can control them, but her herself, I don't even know what. I don't know if she like flees away. I don't know if she locks herself in her own room. I don't know, man.
What if someone like holds up a mirror? It's like she controls herself and it's like an infinite loop.
Yeah, the ones with a few screws loose, exactly. Like I ain't doing that. And like think of somebody like Quan Chi. She's like, I'm like that. I'm the first devil hunter. I don't even want this. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind. Kishibe, he's like, well, he's literally one of those where he's like, he has a screw loose. Once again, when I seen that little volume extra or chapter extra where
I gotta read
seeing
that
him back then to now, it's very quick. It's like
I still have not read it. I know.
Like literal seconds. But he seems very different. He seemed like a regular guy when he was younger, just a regular dude. He's way different. At least on the surface from what I saw there. So Fujimoto, I love how he's doing these characters. Like this is when someone asks you what's the best case scenario or the worst case scenario when it comes to how he like writes his manga, he does exactly what I want him to do and more. And I know it's not a great thing to want the authors to write for you in terms of like when people get mad when their theories aren't correct and stuff. Oh,
sure.
This sucks. Like in this, he gives you exactly what you want and more. I don't think I've been underwhelmed in this manga ever, besides the season 1 stuff, which I think is on purpose.
Well, and that's brilliant. That's so big-brained if you think about it. If he purposely led his viewers astray for what would be considered like season 1's content, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna crack the knuckles. Let's kick it into actual mangaka mode. That is so great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure I have other things to talk about. It's just my brain is still processing these 5 volume or 5.
I can't wait for the anime.
5 volumes. I would die. 5 chapters I've read today.
This damn snowball fight. Oh God. I can't wait for the thumbnail, the title for those episodes, or that episode is we're gonna have a snowball fight in the thumbnail.
I literally said I might change the name of this stream to the worst snowball fight ever.
Yes. Rip Aki. Yes. Aki was such a, and I love that, like, you guys know what I'm about to say. That archetype of character.
Yep. He's one of my favorites, if not my favorite.
Yes. The crazy thing is that it's so simple. It's very simple. You didn't have to do nothing crazy for him. The moment where he said, "I don't want my friends to get into this fight in this mission," that cemented. I already really loved him already because of what he was going through. But that cemented him. He's goated in my opinion. That alone. That's crazy good.
And even like what Makima has been doing to him behind the scenes, when we read last time, so Volume 9, Part 1, that Makima had previously controlled or manipulated some of his memories, he didn't realize why he liked her. Likely because she fiddled with his brain and got him to think something that she didn't. Also, Rip Angel Devil, maybe? Back under Makima's control. We didn't circle back to that.
I think Angel Devil got some more left in the tank. Somehow, I don't know. I just think because of his relationship with Aki, now that Aki is dead, I think we will get something from the Angel Devil. I don't know how, but he was able to kind of negate her control briefly. But I don't know what else he could do.
I mean, the Angel Devil is just a husk at this point. Has no arms, even though the Zoro teeth sword was pretty cool.
You better manifest it through your legs or something, your head, I don't know, something. I guess have an awakening. Every manga has to have like an awakening.
A flesh wound, my lord. Flesh wound. You don't have any arms. All right. Shout out to Monty Python,
but Kishibe, what the fuck are you about to do? Because he has something that he's going to do.
And you know what? There is one plan that he has in mind to where he thinks he can do it.
Yeah.
And I think he could kill Makima once, but the problem, or I should say the solution is not killing her once. It's a way to kill her consistently.
Yeah. So I feel like he might get like 2 kills or some shit like that. He's gonna get like a few kills, but it's gonna not matter. Yeah, the violence thing. Yeah, Aki and the violence. Yeah, Makima. It's just so like everything about her, the literal power, her word. She just can manipulate and control any situation at any time. Whether it's through the lust thing with Denji, whether it's through literal authoritative power because she's strong, whether it's to just manipulate somebody, just lie to them or gaslight them. She can hit you on all cylinders, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, control you.
And
she gotta go.
She's immortal. She doesn't age. If she can regenerate, she doesn't die, or she doesn't stay dead, I should say. Vince, stop.
Here you go again. You did that earlier. What a saint. She saved my life.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna ask you this. So, is this where the hate for Makima, like, so remember how you, like, I was like,
no.
What could it, it's not done yet.
I don't think it has met its apex.
Wow. No. Wow, that's crazy.
You might see the volume cover for volume 10 when I make the stream for Tuesday. She is on it. And I think it might be related to one of my spoilers.
The hate is only just beginning.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't feel personalized yet. Like, I hate her because, like, she is bad news. You gotta go.
If she sent Aki after Denji, like, I'm starting to plant the seed of personalized hatred, but
yeah, she's gonna use Denji to kill other people or something, to kill innocent people, power, and that's probably what it would be at this point. Especially
with he can easily he had the conversation with these onlookers in this volume.
Oh my god, that damn ED, right? Makima in the air looking like an angel, Denji looking up. He's in despair mode right now. He's looking up at the sky, like you said with the Demon Slayer thing.
Genji, what happened? Are you okay? He's gonna confide in Makima and
because
just.
she didn't even lie to him either. That was the gun fiend was there.
She gave him half truths, which
Yeah.
is the worst kind of truth.
That's
that
the
you
worst.
can get.
They ain't the full. Oh god, she is the prop. Like, yo, this is this villain right here. Like,
She's
that's
one of
the thing.
those.
You said too. Like, if she is not even the, if she is like the runt of whatever
I think she is.
coalition she has. I don't know. I'm just reading this story. I don't know how to feel when I read this story. I'm just going to be reading it to see if I can get some. We're gonna look like Kishibe here in Aki before he, he stopped the vengeance thing and stop being dreadful.
Well, I don't know how many parts this series is gonna have, but I might be as old as Kishibe by the time it ends.
I'm gonna have a scar on my face just like him, just cause like it's just gonna appear off on my face because I'm gonna start looking like him. I'm gonna dye my hair. It's just you're not gonna realize it's just gonna happen out of nowhere. People are gonna wonder why. Because yeah, I don't know what you gonna do, Kishibe. Drown her? I don't know. What you put her in space?
Okay,
what
so,
can we do?
I mean, I had joked about this, but honestly, like, I think the Gojo solution is the only way. Is that you keep her in some sort of prison? Like, okay, what are they talking about with the Gun Devil? His pieces were all across the world. If you chop her up and then prevent those little pieces for, I was gonna say, or
the fingers.
Yeah. So like the only way to defeat her is to separate herself from herself.
And there's gonna be that one idiot, like I said, JJK, she's gonna unleash it. Oh, here she's back, and now she's using somebody as a vessel. Now we gotta mock him a fiend or control fiend. There's another dope volume. Like, honestly, to be quite honest, they're so close. If I were to rank them, I don't.
They're essentially equal in my eyes. They're both perfect.
Now the next one's
reasons. But the next one's supposed to be the best, so I don't know. This might be an 8 in retrospect. If I keep to the 0 out of 10 scale, like this might be an 8 by the end of it.
She's gonna bring Reze out too, bro.
Oh, you already know she is. She's gonna bring out Himeno. Like she was part of the.
Well,
I think so, right?
Ain't her body gone?
Well, it doesn't matter though because she had a contract. She might have had a contract with Himeno for the Ghost Devil before Himeno died, which means I think she could probably bring out
Snake Girl.
One guy, he already died.
So, yeah.
Or the
Snake Girl got devoured.
Yes.
Fucking devoured. So yeah, you're right. That's.
So like when she has a chain for Himeno, I'm not going to be excited for Himeno's return because it's just going to be more pain.
Quan Chi, I have a feeling Quan Chi will come back as herself. I don't know. I just feel like that's the kind of character that, just off of popularity alone, you just need to have her come back on. Well, however, I don't know. She might. I mean, I would assume she has among the highest IQ in the verse, being the first devil hunter. The fiends that she have. I would assume she might have had a way to come back or something. I don't know. I don't know. But
also, I'm not gonna lie, I have no earthly idea how Makima being the control devil allows her to transport via rats. Is it simply for the fact that like she has a contract with other devils and like that's how she does all of these things?
Maybe. I think it's something that has to do with like dominion over creatures, like lowly creatures, and she whatever she thinks is lowly, like a lowly creature. That's like whether it's humans, rats, it could be fucking elephants, it could be dinosaurs. If she thinks it's lowly, she could probably use it.
God, Vante, go back to chapter 76, the double spread of 14 and 15. How did I miss that? How did you guys not bring up that point? I am re-shocked.
Is it with the dialogue or just the characters?
Just read.
Punishment, devil contract, snake devil, future.
She has a
You talking about
contract
Future
with
Devil?
the Future Devil.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Is it only 3 seconds? Is it longer?
It gotta be because it's her, because of what she did, because she's using people's life force. That shit about to be years.
Well, and then so the reason
Future
why I
sight
looked
shanks?
back on it, and then I was thinking to myself, did she know all of this would happen when she told the gun devil, hey, take over this corpse? Did she know all of this would happen? And then knowing, so in retrospect, with the Future Devil, has she always known the future? Or has she always known the future since Aki had the Future Devil contract? You know?
I have a question. The Spider Devil, it seems like she's the only one that has like real, like consciousness there.
Well, I mean, she's
She's
still alive,
looking.
isn't she?
I just find it interesting that like among this, like she's because there's no wait, that's interesting. Well, she could just use her because that's she got control over her, but like I just find that kind of unique. I'm trying to pay attention to the Spider
she's
Devil.
the odd one out. I mean, she was the one who said, Lady Makima, you can't come to hell, and then she summoned her to hell through her body by unzipping.
I don't know. I just think she has like dominion over them, over creatures. That's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, they are both considered animals. So the snake devil and the spider devil, like if that has anything to deal with her control powers.
All right, Sharon, we're gonna be wrapping up
evening.
Too.
Yeah, I gotta get going here pretty soon. But like, wow, what a experience!
I love that. I love Denji. Like when people were saying that back in season 1, I'm like,
how?
It kind of pissed me off because I'm like, just because he's different from what you've seen before, just because he's different, not because he's actually great character overall. Now though, yes, absolutely. Hey, we gotta do an MCU ranking one day for everything that we've covered. He gonna be high up there. Like his progression makes sense. It doesn't feel. I don't feel cheated with it. I don't feel like, well, how the hell did he think of that? Or he went through this character arc. Like, how did he get to this resolution? Like, no, we see it in real time. We've seen him develop these relationships, specifically with Aki in Power. Him learning, being away from Makima, learning like, she's something about what she's doing ain't it? Just like when he figured out, like, wait a minute, didn't you say I have to kill the gun devil to get my reward? But when he was piecing all that together, like, wait a minute, but the gun devil has already been defeated. What do you mean? And he literally, that's crazy that he did still.
What's fascinating to me about Denji's character is I don't think I have, and I will say ever, even though there probably is another character, I don't think I've ever seen a character in my entire animanga history to where I want to know what they are like when they are older. Can you think of one off the top of your head that you want to see older than right now? Maybe Thorfinn, but I'm saying, like, generally speaking, Denji is one of the top tier. I want to see what he looks like as a 40-year-old, as a 50-year-old, because what has he had to go through Like,
not a
what
true
does his
answer.
outlook look like?
Not a true answer. You will see what I mean by that, Andy from Undead Unluck, but for a particular reason, just the idea of his dream,
The concept,
but
yeah.
But I know what you're asking, just in general, what kind of, I mean, and I'm gonna throw out like the Luffy's and characters like that because that's more of like you kind of get the picture of what they would be like
Sure.
when if he comes Pirate King, yeah.
I honestly don't have a really good, clear picture of what Denji will be like at that age.
Who would I care about seeing older? This series gives you a reason to think that he would be different. So, like Kishibe, for example, a perfect example. He's very different from what he was when he was younger.
Yeah.
So, Fujimoto, if he does want to do that with Denji, he would be a completely different person by then. Just like in real life, people are different when they get older. They say you change every 5 years,
Yeah.
or so. And Denji in 30 years, 40 years. And what conclusion would he come to? Like, what would his outlook be compared to like a Quan Chi, a Kishibe?
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Because,
master,
like, do you think that he will ever look at Makima the way that we're looking at Makima right now? Or do you think he's going to be under her thumb for a while?
I think neither. I think he's just going to get over it. I think not get over it, but I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like, that's just the nature of what she is.
Okay.
That's all it is. It kind of gets into the whole empathy thing with a character like Makima. Like, could you even do that? Do we need it? At this point, we don't need that. She's already built up as a great antagonist without that. So I think Denji, well, what he would relate to with the readers is that that's just the nature of what she is. I think he will just accept that. I think Denji's the type of character that I believe in him, that he can live as normally as possible.
Okay.
However that looks like. I think he's the middle between Quan Chi and Kishibe. He accepts the worst, the best, whatever it comes for him, he just accepts it. And he won't feeling a type of way about it. That's some true mastery right there.
This will be my last point, and this might be a long discussion off of this last point, but imagine what this series would look like if Denji went with Reize.
Exactly. I keep,
oh my god.
When I was reading this, I kept thinking about that the whole time.
Like, because they wouldn't have went after Denji and gotten to hell. Aki might still be living. Would he feel the same way about power that he did before he died? Like, Makima, would she have enacted a different plan? Would she not have given up on Denji being her dog? Like a runaway dog, some masters, they just let him run. Other masters, they hunt him down.
Do you think we're going to get Makima, like, showing a different expression?
I don't think
that's my One Piece.
I think she does have more emotions than she's letting on, but I think because, pun intended, she's always been in control up until this point, I don't think that she has a lot of reasons to emote. So when she doesn't have control, which again Fujimoto is cooking, that's when she's going to start to show the emotions. I feel like when another primal fear shows up, when like the god devil, or because now it's been confirmed she's not the god devil.
Father.
If the god devil or the devil shows up.
Oh.
I don't. Yeah, that's.
She. And the only other time we've seen her cry from the movie thing, which I'm still trying to decipher.
It's an interesting scene now in retrospect. I got to go back to that.
Yeah, he cooked. This main antagonist she's S tier, and we're not even finished. I'm already putting her S tier just because of like everything she represents is so consistent. Everything about her her power makes sense with her attitude, her personality, her ambitions. Perfect.
And what I love, again, this will be my final point, is that I love whenever an antagonist is aligned perfectly with the MC. She is the perfect foil to Denji. She is the perfect adversary to Denji. Because One, she's a woman. Two, she's done this emotional manipulation on Denji. And three, because of the level of power. Denji keeps getting his ass kicked. And he had to rely on a crowd of people to give him blood for him to stand back up to Aki in this chapter. So he is not even at a level to where he can take on a gun fiend, let alone the gun devil, let alone Makima, let alone another primal fear that is above her, let alone the devil himself. There's so many layers to this. Denji is so outside of his weight class from a fighting standard.
Do you think he's gonna start like his own little devil hunter agency or just a little faction? Because we kind of seen his leadership a little bit with the apartment thing.
But would you want
I wouldn't be surprised
to like go and like he knows he's gonna hurt again? Because what Aki kept saying is like, oh, all my partners have died. Would you want Denji to have that optimism, or do you want him to kind of shut down?
The reason why I think that should happen is because of what the people just did for him right there. The people that saved him, that Spider-Man scene, he has something to live for. Like, people.
There is a purpose.
People, like him seeing that, him being what he is literally a devil hybrid. They were so much fear with the gun fiend that they felt, we got to help this guy. They gave you blood. They helped you recover to fight him. So I would like to see if he felt a kind of way about that. I mean, obviously, we've seen the conviction. Once he got up, he finished the fight.
Yep.
You know, pretty much. So I would like that if he has a different outlook. Kind of like with Kishibe, right? Kishibe feels like he has to kill Makima. Denji, he could probably just be like, well, I have to save people. It's not necessarily just to kill Makima, but to save people, as many people as I possibly can. It's the it's kind of the goal that a lot of MCs end up having, shonen MCs end up having. But this series, it makes fucking sense. Other series, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm like, I mean, I get it, but I don't know. Here though, for him to see that people genuinely wanted him to save them, yeah. Even with the Shark Fiend, whatever relationship he had with Chainsaw or whatever, I think he recognizes that I am somebody to him. I'm special to him for whatever reason. So I think now he knows that people care about him, and if they care enough about him, I think he's going to learn to reciprocate that without it being from my.
Are you froze? You might be froze. It might be time to end the stream. I do.
Because in the world that you live in, Devil Hunter.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
No, I can't.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think you dropped there for
Hold
a minute. Hi, guys. Yeah, we're almost done here, so just a final quick point or two, and then we will end the stream.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right.
Audio quality's not great, so we'll just finish it up here after a few more seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, so all I was saying was that I just want to see if he can learn to. What I was saying is that before he joined the Devil Hunter agency, he was discarded by the world essentially. Like he was nothing. Trash. He meant nothing. So I always love stories like that from people who mean nothing to people or people hate them, and then they rise and become somebody that, like Naruto. Right?
Naruto.
People didn't know. You just gotta love it. I don't care how many times I've seen it. It hit. It's never broken. It hits all the time. So that's it.
Yeah, underrated. That's one of my favorite scenes from Naruto. And I kid you not, Vante, I was damn near about to cry for that scene when those people were holding up Denji. It just hit me in that emotional bucket that was the Naruto being thrown up, hip hip hooray at the end of the pain arc. So, all right, I will end us up here because Vante's mic is a little scuffed. That is A-okay though. Please join us, or join me, Monday evening, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to catch up on One Piece for the chapters. I don't know even how many I'm reading at this point. Tuesday, we will be back for more Chainsaw Man. Do pay attention for our Dandadan reaction, Season 2, Episode 6. Probably dropping tomorrow since I have that concert to go to tonight. Gachiakuta, we might even have a fucking triple drop at this point. because I'm just behind on that. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff on the channel. We have Dandadan manga, Dandadan anime. We have Chainsaw Man manga, obviously. We're going to be getting into some new series come the fall time with Stranger Things. We're going to be getting into My Hero Academia, the final season. Still have My Hero Vigilantes to pump out, Fire Force Season 3. There is so much content, and we want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I think I saw up to like 23, 24 viewers in a stream, which might have been just about the most we've had, if not for an Undead Unluck stream. So, with that being said, as Vontae likes to say, stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. We'll see you in the next video or stream, and peace.
Peace.